I'm gonna purposely mumble the whole time.
All right, we're gonna try it.
Talia, this is supposed to be like
I
honey.
love it. It's so great.
Health?
Hello,
Honey.
Boofer.
They did have health
Are you
potions
zooming on Boofer?
that had.
Not zooming.
We were watching somebody make their health potions with resin
Might
at
be
the
a little
bottom,
off
so they had
balance,
like
but
red,
that's
and they
okay.
had like
What you
Die.
doing,
3 or
Boofer?
4 D4 in it that are what
Hey,
you actually
no.
roll. So you literally
I
just
need you to motion of rolling.
Come here, sweetheart.
how
Let
do
me
you?
give you up.
Oh, how do
Thank you, babe.
you?
No, don't crawl.
Get me going.
No.
All right, I think we're in business.
Even Ezekiel thinks my mind is
gone.
gone.
I don't like this.
I'm gonna start
back
playing
there.
music.
Nope, you can't escape that way. Back the other way.
Can
You're
you
so
just be
good.
on the center of the table?
He's the boss.
Well
Where are your
then.
toys, baby?
Since we last left off.
Do we like the slightly off center, or should we completely?
Can we just
center
zoom
it?
in on Evan's nose?
Say maybe center it. What are we looking
I don't know.
at?
It looked better when I was behind it, but now look, I see how much
Yeah.
space
Why
isn't
don't
there.
you know how to film?
We don't have to get
Oh, I have
experimental
hot
with
breath
this,
on my
you know,
crotch.
it's just D&D.
There we go.
Is there enough room for the laser lights that are gonna go off later? And the smoke machine?
Hey, just open the windows.
That would be
Are
pretty
you
cool.
sniffing my boots? Are you bringing me the gator?
All right, let's do it.
Evan's wearing Crocs, ladies and gentlemen. You know the little plastic shoes with the holes in them, so you can see his disgusting feet.
So they can air out.
My disgusting feet.
Just
They need,
dirt.
they need to air out, or the doctors say we'll have to cut them off.
They're gonna have to cut
I'm
him.
gangrenous.
So,
His toenail just popped off. I felt it.
Yikes.
last we played, you guys.
Say your words.
What?
Last we left off.
Why are those the words? What does that mean?
Matt Mercer has words. Why don't you?
Stop comparing me to my Mercer!
I know, you'll
Literally
never
the
be him.
greatest DM of in the world.
That's why you're covering your hair.
I'm having an existential crisis, a breakdown. So, last time we played, guys, you had decided to go and free some prisoners, and by free some prisoners, I do mean lay waste to an entire city, as the ease of simply reading a page. You had geared up, mounted up, loaded up. I don't know.
Up.
Saddled up.
Saddled up.
Up.
With Sharkbait the
Shacked
Goblin,
up.
the captain of the new resurrected Wave Dancer that the Goblins have been working on for quite some time,
I heard.
as well as Captain Mulch on the SS Grinder. And loaded these boats with as many nasties as you could, zombie, demon, and otherwise, and decided to haul ass for Holy Stone Mine, this entire city that was, once, well, it still is a dwarven city, but once it was taken over, half of the city was turned into a prison for the enemies of Mercelia to undergo manual labor to aid in the war efforts or just the efforts in general of Mercelia, and also in an attempt to re-educate the criminals and try to make them better members of society, as you saw evident in those that were wearing the white shirts. Upon approaching the city, it released its defenses, a shit ton of flying little ships that you, for lack of a better term, fucking annihilated with your crazy different powers and abilities, as well as the very powerful ships that you currently reside on. And the fight was going to get much harder as you approached and breached the city. But lo and behold, Esther, hauling ass down towards the gate, tried to get as close as he could and read off the scroll that was stolen from the library of the Eternal Guardians. A scroll of Earthquake. 9th level spell, very powerful. Packed quite a punch. Maybe a little bit more of a punch than normal 9th spells do, who knows. But these scrolls were encased in a, library that's meant to keep things out of evil people's hands.
Too bad.
And as the earthquake erupted, as Esther said the final phrase, which was, and it shall crumble, I do believe.
Wear the hood at.
That's not it. The ground split open. Alright, good. I thought you were going to say...
And Locust flew out.
Stop it. And even a large portion of the mountain itself caved in upon the city within, reducing Holy Stone Mine to...
Holy Stone was.
Holy
I'm
Stone
done playing.
is-
I'm done playing. I'll see you guys later.
Nah.
And as you breach the now very easily breach walls of Holy Stone Mine, you found just wreckage and desolation, easily making it towards the secure sector, the prison area of the city, releasing your demons and beasts to basically kill all people near the prison and keep you guys defended. You entered the prison, excuse me. You found Dundle Hospitch,
Excuse me?
brainwashed, re-educated, just sort of a shell of what he used to be. You opened a portal and invited them all to go in. Any of the prisoners who were seeking salvation to enter the portal. So many of the brainwashed and re-educated did so, as they are basically lemmings at this point. And
You're
as
saying
you,
they're not good soldiers?
They'll be perfect.
the re-educated ones would be, if you aimed them right, they're perfect
Yeah,
soldiers.
especially if you put bombs inside of them.
Right now they're goblin food, but you can go ahead and try to get a bunch of them.
Do you want me to move this?
Touch your stuff.
Sorry.
I thought we were plugging it in.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Jeff.
Do you need it?
I mean, I'm pretty low, but I don't know how
That's
to
why I took
So
finagle it.
as you enter the prison, Headhunter and Mav decided to go right for the control booth, fighting their way viciously past a bunch of guards and meeting the warden. A brief conversation with the warden, Headhunter allowed him to leave with his life, and he did so with his guard. And now he knows all your weaknesses, unfortunately.
He knows
and
zero weaknesses.
We're
now
dead.
he can kill
We're
it.
straight dead. Yep.
You know, you all and
Time
you're all
for the new
dead.
campaign.
Now it's time for the new
Yep,
campaign.
I agree.
So, upon reaching
All
the
those in
control
favor?
point, Mav was sure to give a message out to the prisoners explaining, basically, hey, you're free, come and join us if you want to whoop the shit out of this fucked up kingdom. And rallied them as you guys opened up all the doors. You entered the more dangerous layers, meeting old friends and new. You met Gore, who was kind of what did you call him, like the boss of the block? The boss of
That's
his
exactly what I said.
yeah, whatever it was. And he now knows of a good couple of other very dangerous people. One a soldier, one a mercenary, one a giant frog, and himself. And you were you also found a lot of dossiers and reports of the most extremely dangerous enemies that Marcelli has ever seen locked deep within the prison. You went into the lost sector of the prison and found Eddie Smith, a vampire, who swiftly made his escape, but did agree that maybe you guys had similar interests. You found a mind flayer, sort of a horrific purple tentacle face, a woman, alien monster, who had controlled many of the guards at this point as she was let out, and sort of made her own bizarre church in the cafeteria.
That's a way to put it.
Yeah, whatever it was. Cult.
He's okay.
Oh boy.
He's been avoiding it like the plague this past week. I don't know why he's suddenly interested.
Oh, did you have it up all day or all
We had
week
it
to?
up right here and we didn't even realize it. And then I was like, hey, go get your toys. And then he just kind of would stand in front of it and then look back at me because he didn't want to go underneath it at all.
Cool.
But obviously that's not.
Well, he's too excited now.
Let's give
You
him
met
$1,000 worth of equipment on top of it now.
you met a death slod. Who agreed to join your cause simply because it sounded like fun, and death slods are fucking nuts. And, of course, last but most certainly not least, you went to the deepest sector of the lost sector. You went
That
to
was
where
the best.
only cell that was still being powered, because it runs on its own power source, in order to keep the most dangerous prisoner locked away inside of it. That prisoner,
Alex.
that prisoner, of course, being Corlox, the betrayer. And upon meeting Corlox,
How's his name?
his name is Corlox, the betrayer. Yes.
Not
I
least
trust
of-
Upon seeing Corlox, the betrayer, you realize that he looked exactly like Esther's human disguise that he often dons. It's not like what you actually look like, but it is the form you most usually choose when you choose to look like a human. Standing in front of you is the exact image with the exception of he's fully naked. He has massive shackles on his arms and neck covered in runes, glowing runes, and his eyes are like an intense, sort of like bright, kind of icy blue. Did you drop your toy on me? Oh my god, I love you so much. I want to play with you so bad, but I have to play D&D. Stop it. Now he's putting it on Alex. Alex, you gotta play with him.
I welcome that.
And there you stand, and I believe as you stood in front, stop it. As you stood, he's playing with me. As you stood in front of him, you placed your hands, and ice began to grow across. And he said, and I apologize, I meant to look up Luis Guzman. Stop it, you. I meant to look up
accent.
Luis Guzman's accent, but I couldn't get, because I know he has like a little bit of a lisp sometimes. He also kind of talks like this, you know, sort of. He's a tough one. He's a tough one to get.
Tough nut to crack.
But there before you is Luis Guzman, who simply asked, what is it you want from me? And there we are in the deep, deep depths.
So ice is coming out of his hand?
Yes, there is very thick, magically enchanted glass between you guys that is most definitely meant to keep him in, rather than, you know, keep people out. It's to keep this person in.
As he's doing that, I want to use burning hands just on the other side of the glass.
His eyes sort of, you can see an intense interest. He does not return the ability to do so, but he places his other hand against the glass and sort of studies the fire as it leaps from your fingertips. You have grown.
Whoa!
Do I know you?
I'm your father.
Oh, no.
Did you finish reading your book?
I don't believe you do, but I think I know you. In fact, I think I'm certain that I know you. But you must be here for some other reason.
Is he a drow?
No, he is a human, kind of brown-skinned human man. He's Luis Guzman.
It's Luis Guzman.
Does Luis Guzman have pitch black skin and white silver hair?
Do we know
I'll be
for sure
honest
he
with
does
you,
it?
I don't really know who Luis
Jeff,
Guzman
You know, all
is.
those times we said, hey Alexa, show me Luis Guzman.
He's got a picture of Luis Guzman up for you.
I'm not sure what went wrong.
That's Luis Guzman. That's what you're looking at. So sort of the puggish nose, kind of squarish head. He's not like a big fat guy. He's kind of like built and fat. You know what I mean? But there he is. That's Luis.
Like you,
He
he's a
looks very
bouncer.
upset.
Why?
Every single picture.
That's just his face. No, he's a fucking awesome.
Comedian.
He seems actually super chill, like in his
Yeah.
interviews and stuff. Yeah, he's
Except for
looking
the icy rage he harbors within.
Yes,
I thought
except
he
for
was
this
just a
other.
character.
This is the side of
I thought you were just a character in Community.
No, he's an actual person.
Luis
He's
Guzman's
an
a real
actual
person.
I didn't know.
Does he play himself in Community?
Yes. He's their most famous alumni.
Oh, he plays like he actually went to that college?
Yes.
That's pretty great. Did Luis Guzman go to community college?
The one community doesn't exist, so maybe.
So,
Anyways.
so there you stand in front of him. I assume there's something that you want from me?
I look at everybody else. Is there?
I mean, you want to let him out?
So yeah. We'll let everyone else out.
Why are you the most dangerous prisoner here?
Don't I look dangerous to you? And he spins around the shack with the
We all
chains
look away
like
for a second.
kind of grinding
Feeling
against
naked.
as he spins around sort of.
You said it's all ice inside?
Yeah, it's like icy as shit, his whole area, and his eyes are like icy blue, kind of glowing almost.
You look like Jack Frost.
I feel like I could fuck up Jack Frost.
That's something I would love to see. Luis Guzman fighting Jack
missed that.
Frost.
Do you know how to get out?
If I did, I'd be out. But I believe there's a power source down beyond that chamber. What are you looking at? Little pictures of him dropping the toy on me? Yeah. He's throwing his toy at me right now.
I just
And
see a
it is-
dinosaur tail landing.
It
on
is
your
hard to resist throwing it back. If you destroy the generator down there, I think that maybe I'll be able to get out.
I'm gonna go down the hallway.
Is there any promise that you're not going
He
to
watches as you
myrtleize
leave.
us?
How did they feed you?
Icicles.
They don't.
You don't need food.
He eats
Well,
snow
I'm
cones.
fucking hungry. But they're not gonna risk it.
How long has it been since you've had food?
Unicorn meat.
Probably about
I love your head.
107 years.
I don't know if we should let this guy out.
I'm already whistling down the hallway. Like,
And he is calm and confident. It's not long before you reach the chamber that he spoke of. As you see the, you open up the door, and it appears that there was through the floor, very thin and weak, little icicles that he had attempted to dig, and it did not hit the main power source because instead it hit a guard and dug into his body. So someone got in his way, but he tried to get out. It's just dumb luck. You just can't reach it.
oh, I can't.
You can. It's
Oh.
right there. Do you choose to let out Corlox the Betrayer? I'm sorry to phrase it that way. That seems to have spooked you.
You were like, oh yeah.
You were like, all right, I'm ready to.
We let everyone else out. I'm not there.
Yeah,
You're
fuck it.
alone.
He's just hitting the air.
As you, the lights go out. Who has dark vision? Not you.
I think.
We all do except.
Oh, you have night vision.
So we all do.
So all the color fades from this. It goes that green, so his eyes are sort of glinting, very much glowing at this point. Outlast. Did you ever see you know what I mean? That's what you're looking at, where it's just this big naked Luis Guzman with runes around his neck. And the rest of you, it's sort of black and white as he. That's what I'm talking about. All right, fuck this, and he grabs his collar, and. Oh shit. And he walks over to the glass. Hey, you might want to back up for a second? Just back up for a second. Yeah, just.
It's okay, Boofer.
And he puts his hand against it and he goes, and I think this is gonna go a little something like. And you see it, it's spread incredibly quickly, the ice eat into the glass, and you can see it start, growing on the other side of the glass. Looks like he's, freezing it completely through. And he just goes, and this huge wall, as it cracks like a glacier, and just boom, shatters out and explodes these massive chunks large enough to probably kill a person, as they just start cascading onto the ground and shattering around him as he starts walking between them, not worried as they are falling down. One of them nearly hitting him, and he just sort of slides out of the way as it kind of shatters against the ground. And there he stands still with these massive shackles on that don't seem to come off. They are hooked to each other, not the floor.
So
it
he's
is.
like a dinosaur.
No, he has full range of movement. These are definitely not meant to restrain him physically. They're meant to restrain him magically. There's something stopping him from unleashing something. And he.
He's not a strong boy, but he's a smart boy.
Or magic boy.
Well, he's pretty strong. But look what he just did. But yeah, it doesn't look like he beats people to death with his hands.
That's fine.
Yeah. So there he is, just sort of. Well, this is sort of fucked. That's not so bad. So,
I come walking back in the darkness.
I have an idea. Who are the rest of you?
We are the terrible 3 and friends.
Astrid drops her coke.
Correct.
The terrible 3.
And friends.
I've been hearing whispers of you.
I'm the brains of the
All the way
operation.
down here.
Yeah, all the way down here.
The gods talk. I can hear the gods.
They play TVs too.
Not allowed to see current events. I can only hear rumors and shit. So,
Are you intimidated by Mr. Gusman?
No.
so what are you looking at?
You're naked. You want clothes?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Does the cold affect him? Is he more of an innie than an outie?
So as much as I know about Luis Guzman's genitals, which I know nothing about them,
Bad game.
I would
Should have
say
done your
though-
research.
I would
It's
say
out
though,
there.
based on the man's sheer charisma, I assume he's working with a good tackle box down there. So you're looking at probably a good tackle box
It's all a
because
ruse.
the cold does not bother him.
Does
So he's like the
tackle box
Elsa of hanging
include-
dong.
Yes, he is the. Jeff, you could say he is the Elsa of hanging dong, and I appreciate you actually saying that because I don't think that phrase has ever been uttered in the history of mankind. You have just done something new in the universe. A new star was just born. Because
Shit,
of
you're
your-
Mr.
Elsa
Gus.
hang on.
Can I offer Luis Guzman my robe from the hotel?
You give it to him?
Yeah.
How does he put it on?
So he looks at it. He has
Six,
massive shackles on his hands and neck. And he goes, and he kind of throws it over himself,
cape.
almost like a cape, and ties the two pieces around.
Can I
And
Lord
sort of,
Riding
and sort
Hood.
of
Can I take the rad
Kinda
shotgun
nice.
and then see if I could shoot off the shackles with the radiation rounds?
Yes, actually, you point the shotgun at him. So as you whip out the shotgun, he reaches out his hands,
Just my dick.
and as you can see his power, his like magic, it starts to ice over the shotgun, and then it starts melting rapidly. But he keeps icing, and he goes, "What the hell is this all about? Would you release me just to fucking shoot me?"
No, I want to get your shackles off.
Oh, man, fuck it. And he lets go, and it quickly melts away because of the radiation. But he was strong enough to basically pump magic onto a radioactive
Radiation.
thing, which is a pretty decent amount of magic. So he goes, all right. And he raises his hand.
I'm gonna shoot a couple rounds.
So you, boom, as it.
Cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he does it very quickly. So you fire, and the blast of radiation against arcane runes that are meant to keep a very powerful magic in check. They didn't really build this to be resistant to radiation. That's not the source of his power. But what it does create is a pretty big
Black
blast that kind of like you're kind of used to shit like this. So it just
Explosions and stuff like
as
this.
it's just and like sparks and arcane. It's like arcane zaps are like hitting you as you kind of get smashed. You take about 5, I would say,
500 damage.
5 lightning damage as you like boom as it kind of and sort of hits you back. But his left hand shackle is broken,
Ooh.
and it's and falls with a heavy thud to the ground. Do the rest.
I'm gonna do the rest.
So after a few minutes, we'll skip through, but just boom, boom.
I'm now dead after all the shots.
No. I say now you can readjust and you kind of know how to do it more carefully. But as the last shackle, the neck one, as you aim at that one, you're not sure how to shoot without shooting him. And as you're like, he goes, just fucking do it.
I missed. I hit his head. He's done.
You shoot him in the face.
No, I aim for the shackles.
So you hit about here, and it and you see some of the radiation smashes into his face, like one or two of the pellets digs in, and you see and he just stands there as it like boom, and the thing, and he and breaks it the rest of the way as it falls to the ground. There, cracking his neck and stretching, is the now free Corlox the Betrayer. I'm gonna stop calling him Luis Guzman because we will get confused and people watching will get confused. Corlox the Betrayer now stands before you. This is nice. This is a lot
ice.
nice. I like this.
So Corlox, why do they call you the Betrayer?
Because people who free me die.
Betray my god.
Which one?
I don't know if I want to tell you that.
All of them.
We're on the warpath for Airstride.
Really?
Yep.
Tell me something. I haven't really, been paying attention much to the world.
Were you a champion?
No. But I do have a question about a champion.
Huh?
Garland Brighthand. That fucking fuck. Garland Brighthand. Is he still alive?
Was he
I
the...
don't know anymore.
No, that was Ned Weil Hawthorne. Garland Brighthand is a mage. He's the one that has that ring that was left to you by your father.
Ring.
Did we get
There was
that?
nope. You never got. I have given so many things to that you've never gotten. You still have a sword out there you need to get from the Shadowfell. You have the ring that you're supposed to get from him.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, he's out there.
Do you write any of this down?
No.
Any of these?
Well, see, usually I'm good because I rewatch all of them multiple times to edit them.
But you forgot.
But yeah, I don't write any names.
I think it was a solo sojourno to hell that, I don't know why I keep calling it that, but when you guys went to hell, that really threw you off the track.
Why do you call it that?
I don't know, because it's a long, from Fallout. Solo sojourno down to Maresti Station.
What's Fallout?
Stop it. Why are you doing that? Is horrific. It's like skinny bodybuilders he's showing me. I don't know why.
He gets some email to his inbox every day.
So Golden Breadhand's still alive?
He is.
Good.
Got a score to settle?
I do.
You understand that.
So what do? You bumping off all the champions?
That's a way to phrase it.
I would like to, but one got decapitated.
We were partially responsible
Most
for that.
of them got decapitated.
That was true.
You've been the one killing all of them?
Yes?
How many have you
I
killed?
think an alligator killed one of them.
Yeah, I don't know who the point goes to for that one.
But it was my
because I
alligator's
drop
mouth.
kicked it into her alligator's mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
We got at least 3 or 4 at this point.
That's pretty
I don't know. What was the one that you plane shifted?
Oh.
I think he's still alive.
No,
He's not
didn't you
here.
deliver everyone to Draxia that you've done
Yeah.
so far?
He sent the Avenger to Drax.
And then he wasn't a
alive.
champion though.
Yeah, he was a champion.
Oh.
The Avenger was a champion, buddy.
Oops.
He doesn't even know the deeds he does. Like,
I don't.
Doesn't know what
like
he's
I give it to him and he doesn't even appreciate it because he doesn't know
I
what he
do
just
appreciate it. It's
Doesn't
just
even
it's
know
a
what it
gift
is.
that keeps on giving
Just
when I
take it away
stumble
from
upon it again.
did. Well,
I will fight God.
You've already fought him, you don't remember?
There are plenty still out there, but we've dispatched of a few.
all right.
Probably about half of them.
Alright.
There's 3 left.
There's 4 left. I thought I was gonna say 4 because there were. I always
Yes,
remembered
there's 4
8,
left,
and
okay.
we were halfway done. So
I could definitely help you against Garland. And against the rest, probably.
What's
But
the
really,
price? What's the price?
devil.
Excuse you.
Hmm.
That's racist.
No, it's not. You're literally a devil.
I'm a tiefling.
that's what I said.
You've got devil blood in you. I can smell it.
That's gross.
I've spent enough time
What's
with you.
wrong with you? First you're racist and now you're gross. What's your price?
He says without a face.
And then you're gross.
Yeah, gross.
What's your price? My price. And he looks to Esther.
Freezy pops.
And he points to you. And you can feel the cold kind of grow around. And he goes, I want to sit down to a nice dinner.
With my son.
That's not what he says. No, not like that.
Like what?
I think you and me should talk.
It could be like that.
If you weren't a coward.
Very well. No, I don't do that. Kills headhunter and just explodes the place. No,
So-
I do not say that.
Where are we going?
Tree Cafe. Any good restaurants in the Bloodsucker City?
What?
Bloodsucker City?
The fuck are you talking about?
Where
Don't-
the vampires are.
Dawnhold?
Danny's hole. Yeah, we're going north.
We're gonna go kill some
Dawn's guard
vampires.
from Skyrim.
I don't know.
Dawn's Hold.
Dawn's hold.
But definitely inspired by Dawn's Guard. Oh yeah, even with the like
No.
sort of cathedral ceiling I have for it. Do you see what he just did? Pushed his way in there.
Under his arm.
Hooper.
Like,
Because he's a good boy.
Are you being
he's a
polite?
fat meatball.
No, he's not. He's trying to climb up on you.
So
I'm sorry.
Dewey, it's fine.
That was my fault.
That's fine. I love him.
From my lap to your lap.
I love you so much, boy.
Tell me the secrets, baby.
So you can't climb up here.
The
You can't
secret
climb up here.
is
You are
tongue in
so
your mouth.
big and strong. So where do you go? Right in the mouth. Where do you guys
So
go?
we do have a portal to our stronghold.
But
Right
we do
outs-
have a nice restaurant there.
It is a base of operations. We have the literal keep, and we are posted up outside of the
Over.
Lacuna Tree. If you are familiar, we have
He
taken
sort of
it.
perks up at that. Nope. Ooh, your cord. Nope. Oh, buddy.
My cord.
I don't know how to save it. I can't save it.
This is just like the movie Saw.
Alex, do something.
Alex, it's wrapped around the fucking dog.
What do you want me to
I don't know. Unplug it from the fucking computer. How about that? There you go. Jesus Christ.
Alex is sitting there literally looking at me. This is like a movie, and it's like, do something.
Alright, the dog can step out of it.
Evidently he couldn't.
Because Evan panics under pressure.
That's perfect. Alright. I'll meet you there. You have a portal?
We do.
Yeah.
And he just begins to walk.
Is there anything else down here we need to...
Nope, we got them all.
Gotta collect them all?
I mean, that's pretty much what happened, right? I think we did get all of them that y'all were after.
Yes.
No.
And Corlox is simply standing waiting in the elevator.
Picture that image. Alright, let's go back up with him.
His hands are folded in front of his goods.
His
But it's not
goods-
covering nearly any of it.
Well, actually, you gave him a robe, right? He is now wearing the hotel robe.
Oh, nice.
He just couldn't before, but yeah.
Fine silk.
So you take this elevator back up. You make your way back out. Let's say,
Is it a magic elevator?
let's say for the sake of brevity, you guys make your way back out to the main entrance.
Who's brevity?
And as you guys walk out of the entrance of the secure sector, you hear the chaos and the bloodshed that is still being wrought by your beasts.
Yeah, we kind of just let them
As
go,
you,
huh?
oh yeah, as you walk out of the massive crack that formed in the sector wall, in the secure sector's walls, out into the destroyed city, you see even more fires have begun burning. You do see though that your forces have kind of been pushed back a little bit, as there are still a lot of dwarven soldiers and shit, and they're not just gonna let demons run amok in their town. So you can see that the Garistro, as you guys walk out, first you see one of the horned devils kind of flying over, and he spears one of the dwarves to the chest and just kind of takes off with him. You see the did you release the two Shisuva, or have they been with you?
I think they were with me. It was the giant skeletons, and the
Garistro and the two horned devils. So you can see what appears to be the giant skeletons. They're one of them. Let's say two of them have been destroyed, so there's only 3 left. But 3 giant skeletons, and they're just throwing
only 3
chunks.
giant skeletons
They're
left.
just throwing chunks of buildings at some more of the flying ships that have made it in here, and they're just boom as the flying ships are trying to shoot at them, and they're just like screaming.
Mr. Marble's called up to town now.
So one of
Forgot about that.
the small houses explodes out with just vines as Mr. Marbles comes walking out holding like 3 guards in his viney grip and kind of crushing them. The chaos is just horrific. The screams and the gunshots and the blades clashing against claw. And of course the Garistro and the Orthon, it appears, are in some sort of, it looks almost like a competition, as one is a devil and the other is a demon, but they are basically, you can hear as they rip through people, they're keeping count. So as the Garistro lands and smashes 2 dwarfs to the ground with his claws and kind of crushes them, he picks up like the meat and he goes 135 as he kind of screams. And you see as dwarves kind of approach him with these like rifles, you can see a crossbow bolt go slamming into 3 of them, and you hear the Orthon 136, and they're just like kind of just at each other trying to compete. No more of the people in white shirts that are alive are still here. There's bodies torn apart. Dundle is no longer just sitting there, nor are some of the people that you had previously met. It appears that everyone has gone through the portal.
Okay.
There may be nothing really left for you here, unless you...
Recruit those 2 badasses.
They followed Gore.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah.
There's nobody here. Everybody has been making their way. The only ones who didn't were the the really heavy ones, except maybe Eddie. You're not totally sure, but the other two were like, yeah, we'll catch up, because the one seems to like to do whatever she wants, and the other one's fucking insane. So
I say we
Yeah.
head back. Do we have to bring the ship through the portal? Or can we just tell the ship to go back home?
so
'Cause we have
the
ghost ship and big ship.
yeah, the big ship can just go home. They can both just go home. It'll just take them some time to get back.
Okay.
But you can definitely tell them to head back and just make all the other monsters go through the portal. You guys will have to ride back though.
We can't go through the portal?
No, because it was just the Dustkeep entrance that you made. I'm gonna make it that like for
yeah.
NPCs it's cool, but
'Cause
like
they'll
not.
get- you know.
That's
What was
Because
the
technically that's how the spell works. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
What was the plan? Was we're gonna do vampire, and then
We were gonna
nav.
maybe stop by the Wild Wastes
Yeah.
so that I could get something that I can't remember off the top of my head. Not something to do with my backstory, I think. But
Spoilers.
So we were gonna like loop around. if I'm
What I
right.
believe the initial that's fucking cool. What I believe the initial plan was Prison Break, Girls'
Yeah.
Night, and then go right over
Girls'
to
Night.
go from Prison Break to Girls' Night, which is destroying Dawn's Hold and letting all the vampires run roughshod over
It
that
was
area.
wherever, whatever was closest.
Girls' Eternal Night.
mood.
Are they closest?
I'm sorry.
Are they closest?
Dawn's Hold?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the closest city to
Okay.
you right now.
Is it closer than the Wild Wastes?
It's okay.
Just lift up, Al.
spooked me?
Alex.
Sorry.
It's Alex, big guy.
Old house.
Shush.
I came out of nowhere. He's been like completely quiet, and then just poof.
The bathroom door drags on the tile, and it made a loud noise.
So definitely closest is Dawn's Hold. Yes.
Okay.
Then I say we go hit that next, right? Do we need to bring our army for that?
I would say so.
So Dawn's Hold. For information, just to refresh you, Dawn's Hold is pretty much the only thing stopping Vampiria, the vampire menace of Vampiria, and the hordes and hordes of armies that they throw at Dawn's Hold. Dawn's Hold has been standing for 200 years, stopping them from ever really getting into Marcellia and ever getting a true foothold in the land. War is what Dawn's Hold does, and more specifically, the champion who is in charge of it, Garland, or I'm sorry, not Garland, but Helena Grand, is a fucking ass whooping death machine. But you guys don't know too much about her. You might wanna
Read up.
learn up before you go attack it. But sooner rather than later might be better because you would still have
We have the element of
momentum.
surprise a little bit too.
yeah, or the momentum at least. She may hear about what happened
Yeah,
to Holy Stone,
but-
but won't have enough time to really
Exactly.
counteract it. But Eddie seemed to know a lot of information about her because he took one of her eyes.
Ah.
I believe it was her left eye.
Roll for it.
Yes,
It changes every
he
time.
took the left eye of Helena Grand, which is a champion. So he by himself was able to grievously wound the champion, and he was a soldier. So and he's also a vampire. So yeah.
Yeah. I think that sounds like a plan to me if we just pack everyone up for putting out once we get over to Monsfold.
Were we gonna go into a town? Vampiria? Because weren't we gonna?
You can. If you would
Let-
like to do that first, you can certainly do that.
Because you had a contact. Is that what we were doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the Duke of Wales.
No, that's the wrong.
Duke Joshua Garraway.
Oh.
Sir Friggin' Popinjay?
He's trying to climb on you, yeah.
Part 3?
Go for it.
Sir Friggin'
Stop
Popinjay?
it. Get some help.
His tail is just going.
Baby.
But yes, you agreed to kill Duke Joshua Garraway because he betrayed Eddie Smith, the soldier vampire, and basically sold him to Marcellia.
Oh, the poor little baby.
Maybe in exchange for
Let's
release of
push
other
him off.
prisoners or something.
Okay, I'm sorry, buddy.
He does not want to go.
That's so sad.
He was making sure you were okay.
I really wanted hugs from him.
Too bad.
So,
Let's streamline that storyline.
so,
Let's go kill your buddy's buddy.
So
my
did
buddy.
you guys
He
want
screwed
to
me.
did you guys want to start heading out on the ship immediately?
I would
Yeah.
say
Okay.
probably so. Unless, do y'all need a long rest?
Probably because I'm almost dead.
Are you really?
When did you
It
get
will
hit?
it will take it will take several days to reach.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. You have flying ships.
I was gonna say what should have taken us a week took us a day.
I know.
So.
You're gonna yeah.
I
It
like
would only
this
be
a
a
lot.
few hours before you got there because you're basically
nice.
traveling by plane,
Mm-hmm.
Those are the
unhindered.
coolest places.
So if you want, you could long rest. Did any of you get hurt?
I didn't. I don't know what
I
else
was
to say.
225
Oh.
out of 242.
Oh, who did we
Wait,
fight? We
I
fought
thought
someone.
you,
Maybe
did
like
he like beat the shit out of you?
Who?
Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, the
that
inspiration.
that was before.
Oh yeah. let me
It
give
was.
myself
It wasn't
inspiration.
last session.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm
Why did
fine.
you get inspiration this time?
For slapping him.
Yeah, but you spent all those.
Yeah, but he just
To
got
survive
slapped
the demon
again.
gun.
I didn't ask you to slap him again. We'll see. He will give
He
you
will
the
slip him
opportunity.
up.
I will not.
For a second, I almost did it to him this session, but we'll
What
see.
did I do?
So,
He keep him mouth shut.
so
Never.
you are. I will say that. Which ship do you guys choose to board?
The
It
same.
will be
The
the one-
same.
Are you two cool
Mulch.
now?
let me
No,
see.
one of
Where's
you
my
was on a
D6?
different ship. You clown.
We were on Mulches.
Yeah.
I gave it to you because
We
you
were
asked me for
on
it.
we were on the blade dance or whatever.
Yeah, we're cool. Just barely. We can ride on the same ship.
Yeah, we're cool.
I want to ride with the
Who are you
Goblins.
cool with?
Him, but just
Remember
barely.
they were-
Why?
Matt
they
was
were-
pissed at him. Remember?
Kicked-
That's why he rode on the different ship.
got,
Oh, yeah.
got him kicked out of his home.
I did
Yeah.
jack squat in that regard.
You were
That was
also
all
very
of us.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
I think that was why I was.
I was
pissing you.
disrespectful after the
Esther
fact.
I think
fucked up.
that's why I was pissed.
I fucked. Oh.
Jeff also
I'm
has character
sorry.
voices, and that's enough.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
I
not
remember
what it
that
was.
too.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Oh yeah. No, so help me God. If anybody puts
He
on
doesn't
a
like
That's
fucking
why
accent,
I. That's
I
why I
will
can't.
lose my shit.
That's why I went with shitty New Yorker instead of actually Louis Gislin's voice because I have no idea what he sounds like. I
Oh, I have
meant
no
to
idea.
for the past 2 weeks. I meant to look up videos of him to get his voice down, and I just never did
This
it.
never happened.
Are you looking up videos of Louis Gisling
No,
right now?
No, don't get us tagged.
Oh stop! Like YouTube cares, Windows break, and YouTube police.
Mickey Mouse
YouTube
pick up.
police, the shittiest police. We're
Um,
arresting you. Why? You have to say why.
Louis Gisling. Does that ring a bell?
So, is it the wave dancer or the?
I'm on the wave dancer.
Yeah.
They're on the stupidity doopity bops.
You're getting on 2 different ships.
Yep.
Why can't you just join
Because
Captain
my
Bull?
goblins need a captain.
That's
Because it sounds like you guys might need to
shit.
plan,
Yeah.
so it might be better
But
to
we've
organize.
We have a paper cup with a string to each flying ship. I mean comms. We do have
You
comms.
do have comms, sure. Okay.
Also, if he needs to come over, he has rocket boots now.
I did a rocket boot.
You're gonna fuck up that roll. Alex, that's where Headhunter
Lose
falls.
Alex.
Esther, slap Alex. You get a point of inspiration. Take 3 blood.
Why?
damage.
Because I have
Nice.
rocket boots.
Inspiration.
Because you said I have rocket boots, ha ha ha, and pointed at my face. That's why.
I don't have rocket boots.
Why would you say that?
3 more damage. Esther slaps you again.
I can do this all day.
I have 200 hit points.
Screaming at the sky.
Now you understand.
I don't
So,
understand anything.
you guys,
I hear them.
you guys board your ships.
You're two police.
Do you
No,
pull,
your neighbors.
do you
But
pull
that's
your
it.
soldiers out, or do you
Do
let
you
them
really?
cause as much damage as possible before they like die or something or expire?
Oh no! If we're leaving, I'm not gonna let them fucking die.
Okay. So you want to bring them with you?
Yeah.
Who?
Or buddies.
Yeah.
Luis Guzman?
No, if I don't know where he went, fuck him.
Oh.
He's just floating behind the planes, flying behind us at like 200
Like
miles per
Magneto.
hour. Yeah.
So, you board your ships and begin to fly your way out of Holy Stone Mine, the wreckage and the pain passing underneath you. And as you make your way back out, I will say, I think it was like early morning when you attacked, so I'll say it's probably like midday now.
That quick, huh?
Yeah, just a few hours.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't take you long. If the whole city was fucking ripped in half.
We
So-
tend to do that though. We just come in like a.
You are flying. I
Like
will
a
say,
whoosh.
on your ship. Which ship are you on, Esther? Mulch's. Who's on Mulch's ship? Show of hands. Okay, so on Mulch's ship is where Corlox and Eddie will be.
It's okay, Boofer.
Who's your booby?
Inside voice.
So I will say Corlox is probably
Hello.
simply standing, just kind of looking around, just breathing in the air and kind of feeling the wind. His robe, standing at the bow of the ship.
Wait, what ship is he on?
The same one as you. He's just enjoying being free. And Eddie is not on the deck. I'm not sure where Eddie is.
Yeah,
But
probably
he's the one that
underneath.
He's a vampire
Makes
being,
sense, yeah.
being a goth kid.
I wouldn't think anything of that.
Okay.
Should we be alarmed?
I also don't care.
No, but he's the one that has information about
Oh,
Hell of a
shit.
Ground.
Oh,
Okay, now I care.
That's yeah.
want to go talk to
That
Eddie?
was fast. That turnaround.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, you're not on here.
I'm sleeping in the captain's quarters where Carla used to do the paperwork.
So you're like heartbroken?
No, it's her loss.
Oh, because you're on the wave dancer.
Yeah.
There is a small goblin child
It looks like
sitting in the
Carla.
corner, viciously ripping apart a fresh dwarven like femur.
He's gonna make a good soldier one day.
Why did we bring
Goblin
children?
children are exceptionally more dangerous, primally than normal goblins. They have no like self.
Their bones are like rubber.
Preservation.
They can just go downstairs and it's nothing.
They
Just
are
like real
kind
babies.
It's like real babies.
and they are vicious as fuck. They're just wild little creatures. So, do you want to talk to Corlox? Do you want to talk to Mulch? Do you guys want to plan, or do you simply want to skip ahead and go to
We should
Dawnfold and just
probably
talk
hope
to
for
Eddie
the
at
best?
Yeah, we should get like the information.
So we have to stop at Dawnhold before we go to Vampiria.
You can go to Vampiria first if you like. It's totally up
Are
to
we
you.
gonna get
Well,
shot
this is
out
what I
of the
mean by-
sky?
That's why I was asking.
Well, you can go around
Questions.
Dawnfold and go to Vampiria. Vampiria is the entire country to the north. It is big, so there's
Yes,
other
bigger
parts
in
to
the north.
enter. That's why, like, Dawnfold isn't the only place that Vampiria attacks. It's just that Dawnfold is the main. It's essentially like a fort. It's not so much a city as it is a huge military operation
We have no purpose
that
there,
then
though.
has the front lines.
Dawnfold?
But
Yeah.
for y'all's
We're gonna take it
consideration,
down.
have you done
It's-
anything with Vampiria yet, or would it be like coming in as complete strangers?
Strangers.
No,
I have
no.
one connection.
So I will say that you did a job for
My
vampires
ears to the
before.
ground of the ship right now.
You have been in Vampiria once before, and I can give you information regarding it if it becomes relevant. But I would
I have
say
to
don't
kill the
plan with
Duke,
me,
though.
plan with each other.
I mean, we are.
Who wanted me to kill the Duke? I remember someone wanted me to kill him.
Pull your ground out.
Someone wanted me to kill the Duke.
Inside
Eddie.
voice, baby.
Eddie, okay. I knew someone wanted me to kill him.
Yeah.
Just last session? Have you met Eddie before?
Yeah.
Really?
Is he your
In the
contact?
elevator. Well, not before last session.
Elevator.
Yeah, I met him like 10 minutes ago.
Shut up. Damn it.
I mean,
People tell me jobs and I do them.
the thing is, Headhunter, I say over the comms because he's in the other fucking
Staring at him as he is.
You see I'm doing
What?
this, leaning back in the captain's chair while you're talking.
The thing is, we can attack Dawnfold directly to further sunder the map of Marcellia, or we can go do whatever task you're trying to get done immediately in Vampiria. Right? Are those the two names? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's basically Dawnfold is just another destroying the kingdom's weaknesses, strongholds, and making
It'll
them
let the
further weaker.
Which we have to do
floodgates of Vampiria
Also, yes.
trickle down.
It gives them an
Economics.
end. So we can go to their place first if you want, but it makes more sense
That'd
just
be
to
cool because then
sucker
we'll have
punch the kingdom.
vampire backups, even though we don't even need
Well,
vampire backups.
that's kind of what I'm thinking is, I'm sure they'd want to help.
Let them run
Can
down weight
help.
tower calls
Yeah.
versus having to puncture that
You're
ourselves.
fine, hun. Don't worry about it.
I do understand that.
Maybe a sausage.
So you said you know somebody there?
Yeah, Duke.
Duke? Do I know anything
Joshua
about
Galloway.
Joshua Galloway.
Does the name ring any bells to me?
I don't think it would for you.
I mean, most likely.
He's your father.
Garroway.
Garroway.
So many dads.
Joshua Garroway.
Do you have so many dads, or do you just have daddy issues that cause you to project on any older man?
I have so many dads. That's it.
He's from a dad-hosted orphanage with just dads.
There's 200 priests and I was the only orphan.
Oh, you
Very
poor
much. It's very
buttocks.
sweet.
Oh jeez.
I'm petting the dog.
No, maybe not.
I apologize.
No,
I
no,
touched
look
his
at
knee
that.
and I apologize.
Look at that.
I thought the DM was coming on to me.
Inspiration, anyone?
Oh, Lord.
Liquid inspiration. Sorry.
There was like a dropping effect to that
Visceral.
too.
Yeah, fucking.
It's like a fucking the 30 movies of Disney with the 4D effects.
We need to have
Do you know?
sprays.
Yeah, sprays for the camera. Where we're going
Hot foam.
in the Vampire City?
Yes.
Do
If you're
you?
looking at a map, it's like right there. And I'm doing this over the windows.
He's following his breath on the glass.
Yeah,
Are you
you
drawing
definitely
it?
know how to get there.
Yeah, I'm drawing on the fog of the glass.
Captain Mulch, can you see that?
Aye.
Can you bring us there?
You want to go over to Vampiria?
I assume that's the plan now.
Simple enough. I believe there's a kingdom not far, but where he's pointing, it's a little south of the main kingdom. Probably where a lord lives, or a duke or some shit.
That's exactly what it is, a duke or some shit.
I think I'm blocking secrets.
Oh. It's fine.
Oh shit!
Take us to the Duke. Please.
Who are you talking to?
Absolutely.
The cat. You would know if you were on the ship.
Tomatoes, tomatoes.
How are you enjoying those stupid fucking goblins?
My ship's better than your ship.
You
Does he ever
say,
come?
I
you
have
say
a
as
captain's
the
hat on.
goblin child stabs you in the leg, and then
Fork.
pulls it out and starts licking the blood and is stabbing you in the leg
He's
to
gonna
get more
make a fine
blood.
soldier one day.
It's your only reaction to the child.
To Vampiria, then.
To Vampiria.
Speaking to take off,
It's
Alex?
Turbo Wheel.
as you're sitting there, they stop speaking to you in the comms, and Vondas hops out of your bag and hops onto
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, Vondas!
onto the desk.
We just killed like 400 people.
So we're going to Vampiria.
That is correct.
Right. Well, I can actually.
I
assist you
can't
here.
go.
Oh,
this
so
is
you're
the place
once
I'm
again
on, can't
very
fucking
useful
go.
to our campaign,
If you-
Vondas.
Yes, if you bring me to any high-ranking vampire, they are, let's say, respondent to titled Fae.
Again,
A strange
a
connection,
key
but it is a
that we
connection
need,
nonetheless.
and if we were to have killed you, we would have not had this entry.
Did you think about
Did
killing
you
me?
discuss
I
this?
did. My friends want me. My friends want to kill you.
Yes, well.
We
They
look
don't know
over-
anything.
We
They're
look
also
over at the
huge
ship and we're
dicks.
just looking at it.
With forks and knives. This is how I pictured it.
Alright. Onward, I guess.
To onward.
His eyes go.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Can you make me trip in the Fae again?
I don't think that's healthy to just keep doing.
To bomb your mind.
I mean, I can make you see things. Do you want to see something?
No, I'm just gonna shut my
I'll let you
eyes.
see a fake creature or something. What kind of fake creature would you like to see? Besides
Eddie.
my handsome son.
Wait, what's the stupid unicorn's name?
Oh, I don't remember its name. Is his name like Derpus or something? Like Gungle or some stupid shit? I
Derpus
can't.
Gungle, there you go.
Dumbus Gungle. His name is Dumbus Gungle.
I want to see Dargest Gungo.
Couldn't even pronounce it. Alright, I just said it 3 times. Okay. Very well. You're having some guilt, are you?
A lot of guilt. I don't sleep at night because of him.
Right,
Because of him.
And he.
I still have his meat in my bag.
You see a sort of like this energy go between his antlers, and he like whacks you in the head as you're like, and they're in the cabin. Hello, Darkest. You want to be my friend?
Yes. And then,
That was its final words to you.
I believe it.
Stop.
What is he?
Stop. Don't bring me back there.
You brought yourself back there.
I wanted to make amends, and it's bringing me
He's
back to the
dead.
same day.
Literally doesn't see
Is there a way to revive?
Psychologically so bad for you.
It's like I'm not even gonna say it.
You're reliving one of the worst moments.
Traumatic experiences in my life.
Okay.
Is there any way you could revive like things you
His
killed?
meat is hacked up in your bag.
And in your belly.
We
You
could
ate some
use-
of them.
We can make a quest for the wish spell.
Oh god.
Imagine getting that spell and using that on that
the
witch.
fucking
Wait,
unicorn.
fuck vampires. Let's.
And we're done with when we were evil. That's it.
We're gonna
I
go-
killed the party because I'm done.
I'm done. We can go make a wish spell to get a unicorn back.
Because one of us had a feeling once.
Hello, you're so cute, little puppy.
No, so Alex is tripping in his cabin, and we're ready for more adventure.
I'm gonna heal myself. Considering that's a long rest.
Huh?
Do I sleep? How long is it gonna take to get there?
It will be to get
I ate
to
too
Dawn's
much
Hold was
pizza.
quicker. To get to the Duke's place will probably be like a 5-6 hour flight.
Do you want some?
So
Also
a
probably
short
a
rest?
5-hour flight.
Thank you.
What?
Short rest?
No, I'll give you guys a long rest. We'll say just because of the nature, you guys
Okay.
are really able to kick back and
Yeah,
relax.
Alex.
It's not the full 8.
Do I have to
But
kill
you have-
myself now?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
Yes.
So
The
you
end.
well first, I believe you have to roll. Can you read what it says?
Indubitably.
And the best part is he's on the other boat, so none of us can help him.
Oh, Vonda's cabin is
you are
not
tuned
useless.
for the DC 10 wisdom saving throw at the end of each long rest. Dice? I want to use my loud ones.
Oh, I love that. It's like
Isn't
honey.
it cute?
Yeah.
Are we talking about me?
No.
Is that for your character?
Where's the DC 10?
No, you roll a d6. Oh, you roll a d10 to.
To roll the
Wisdom.
D6.
Too bad game.
Is this a 10?
Well, wait.
It's the one with the circle.
Wait, you roll a
Or not
wisdom
circle.
saving throw, right?
Of 10. DC 10, wisdom
No,
saving throw. at the
you
end.
roll a normal. You roll a normal.
This is a 10, yes.
You don't roll the 10.
We've been playing Dungeons.
You
and
roll
Dragons
this.
for over a
wrong.
decade.
You roll this, and you have to beat a 10 of your
Are you
wisdom
tuned
saving
to
throw.
this? Oh, I see. That makes more sense. Oh, redo.
Get that. No.
Boop boops.
You got it?
No, he's got it. Stop playing footsies with me.
I
Yeah.
can't. It's just at the tip of my foot.
I got it. Look
Tell you
at
what.
The more we touched it, the more excited he got to eat it.
What is
He was
this?
like-
What is
he was
this?
like- at first he didn't give a shit, but the minute we started going for it, he was like, "It's just something I want."
I can't have it. I want it.
I got it too, but that's because the crack.
What's your wisdom?
0.
Uh oh.
The crack stopped it from rolling.
So what happens
You
now?
saw that, right? You saw that, right?
Do you? Hey Alex, do you have inspiration?
It's not for puppies, Boofer.
You told me I didn't.
Shame. Maybe you shouldn't have. Maybe you should. He does. Hey, do you have inspiration?
I do. Can I
You-
donate it?
You could if you want, but you don't have to at all. You really. Hey, you could save it for yourself whenever you want.
I don't know you can donate inspiration.
You can't.
I don't think you can.
I'm giving him the option to take it. to
Because he
keep it
knows
from
that was
you.
a bullshit
More than
roll.
a-
He knows that was
I
a
know it's
bullshit roll.
I know it's a bullshit
You
roll.
won't learn anything if we do.
I took a long rest. This happens every time I wake up.
Ooh. A 7. Oh, that's good. What's your wisdom?
0. I didn't roll it though.
So wait, so what's that? Does he need my inspiration?
Yes.
He will. At the going
Unless you
rate
want me
right
to
now,
shoot myself.
he will put the gun to his head and pull the trigger. Whether it kills him or not is
Well, I have to
still a
roll
D6
it.
to
Yeah,
roll.
exactly.
How many? What's the damage roll? Or what's? The,
I die.
Oh,
He dies instantly, and his soul goes straight to hell and straight to a
It's
funeral
a
of some
1
sort.
of 6 chance.
Can you
that
throw
happens?
this
Yeah.
gun over the side of
Of him
the
being
bridge, the
gone
boat?
forever.
I
Like,
mean, that's kind of.
He wanted to
good,
play his
right?
new character, right?
well, he had discussed playing a new character, so
I
gave him
refuse to
these
let
options.
this happen like this. I give him my inspiration.
Yeah.
Watch as he
He's a fucking
18.
Oh, yeah. Alex.
Thank you. I live for one more day.
Vonda slaps you. Take 5 bludgeoning damage.
500.
5.
Why did you put the gun to your head? I don't know.
So
Get rid of that.
once someone makes me a better gun, which he's working on for $100,000. Is he ready yet?
You haven't brought him the raw materials, though.
Wine and bolts.
I gave $100,000 to get the raw materials.
Okay. Then he has to wait for the adventuring party to bring back the raw materials.
Oh. So good.
It's like a whole campaign.
Isn't he like a gunsmith? Why doesn't he just have the materials?
Why doesn't he
right
just have very dangerous radioactive materials? Why does he just have plutonium? Big dumb idiot.
there? I'll just
Stupid
cut my
wine.
arm and bleed into a cup.
Stupid Wyden. You useless bitch. Where's all your plutonium?
It is useless.
I had a headache all of a sudden.
One of you is controlling my mind.
Wow, I just got random inspiration, but I feel better now.
So you
I pissed
pull
myself.
the hammer back, you go to
Oh.
put it to your head,
There's
and
cheese in my pants.
Vonda slaps you in the face, and you are
Wait,
able
I thought
to resist
that
it.
roll makes it so that he resists it.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
He
In
just
the
like
flavor,
making
in the
stuff up.
flavor of Vonda hitting him in the face because of his audacity of laughing at me.
He laughed in my
You
face.
just want me to die.
Roll again. Okay. So,
Double or nothing.
so you are able to
I
resist,
lose.
and Vondas is sitting there just. You really need to get rid of that.
I don't know how to.
Throw it over the side of the plane.
It
I'm
always-
sorry, I'm not there.
It always finds its way back to me.
Does it?
That's because it's fucking cursed. Have you tried actually just throwing it off of the boat?
I'm gonna just try throwing it off the boat.
Do you go to the bow of the ship?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
I know super bad things happen when you try to get rid of cursed items, so.
So you arch back your arm
It breaks.
to throw it back, and you realize that as you, with the intent is, I'm getting rid of this fucking thing, and you hear, Alex, what are you doing? And you turn around and you're like, what? And it's already to your head, hammered back, and you're like, and as you look, now you roll a d6. I will make a fresh number.
I like that.
Yeah, you hear, I will say too, you hear in your mind, no, I don't think so.
If
Are
he
we
dies
watching
this
this
way,
on
it's
The
the
very
voice
cinematic.
of Karthus, what?
I said if he dies this way, it's very cinematic.
Yes,
Also,
it
Jeff
is.
says, "Are we watching this?"
Are we watching
Are we
what?
still on the deck of the ship?
So,
What the fuck
that
are you
depends. That
doing?
depends. Well, that depends on where you all are. Did you go under in order to read your books and not blown around in the wind?
Yeah, I don't.
He just doesn't care.
Oh,
Alex?
a little boofer.
You have pulled the hammer back. You hear the voice of
Waste
Karthus
of
in your mind.
inspiration.
The wind blowing through your hair as you stand atop what was once the wave dancer, now destroyed and revived by the
A
goblins.
good tune for my body.
You trying to listen to Vondas to get rid of this thing, trying to make your life a little better and a little safer. You go to throw the cursed gun Karthus off of the ship.
That's a d6. This is a d6.
That's a d6. That was a d4. You would have probably, well, actually, random.
That game.
No, I
it's
pick a number.
random. It's in between 1 and 4.
It's in between 1 and 6.
Yeah, but your number's between 1 and 4. I already know that.
It's not. It's between 1 and 6.
So it's
So
between
it's 5 or 6.
Bad game. It's between 1 or 6.
Alright, I'm rolling.
Alright, roll.
Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
What?
What'd you get?
A 6.
Are you pointing at Amanda?
Let me see.
Jeff, can you read what that number is?
It's 4.
Roll again! 5 bludgeoning damage! A lightning bolt comes
This
down!
whole game is gonna be me playing Russian roulette.
2 hours of Russian roulette.
Yeah, but really, the odds are just so in my favor. Please.
You look at it, you look at Vaughn, it's like, what? And it's sort of this click echoes as some of the goblins are looking at you like, what the fuck? And you hear in your mind and from the gun. And you kind of, and the pulse from the gun causes the 5 damage that I gave you. That's what that came from. So that kind of digs into your arm as you're like, ah. This gun does not want to leave you.
Kind of like a love story.
It's kind
It
of like,
seems that you'll have to do something it is less a will thing to get rid of this. This thing is almost parasitic onto you. It is feeding off of your kills, and it will kill you if you try to get rid of it. It's not a normal cursed item. Sometimes you have to make a check or something happens, and you're still able to get rid of it. This thing is like attached to you. You have to find some other.
Can I whisper to the gun? How do I get rid of you?
The wind kind of quiets in your mind as it's replaced by a different sound. The sound of what you assume to be Karthus's voice. And as the mountains kind of pass you by as you're speaking to him, I would say it's probably like very late at night at this point, or like early in the morning, so it's still dark out.
And none of us saw that.
And no, I don't think so. And he says to you, "Get rid of me. Come on now. The best weapon you've ever found."
But if you kill me, I stop giving you kills. So we need to work something out.
If I kill you, it's one more kill. Till the next.
Have you ever seen a shooter as good as me wield this weapon?
Not wield me. No. But I'm
Just
sure
saying.
out there. Doesn't take a great shooter to kill someone. I just need food.
Well, I'll keep you fed if you don't kill me.
And don't try to throw me away.
I won't get rid of you if you don't make me cat myself every time I wake up.
Then feed me someone else.
Free me, Seymour. Free me. Oh, my little puppy.
There's a whole lot of little goofy creatures on this ship. You can feed me one of them.
I'm gonna go call. Who's the captains of the ship? Is Sneak or Shoot over there?
It's Sharkbait. Is the
Really?
captain.
No.
Sharkbait's the captain, but Slash is on the ship. And as
Sharkbait.
well
I
as
want to
Shoot.
call out Sharkbait.
Yeah!
Where's
He has
the
a bunch of
brig?
shark teeth in his mouth. Brig!
Yeah,
Oh! Bottom!
I'm gonna go down to the brig.
There's nothing inside the ship. You kind of look around, it's an empty room. You're back up on the deck, like, what? And he goes, no, the bottom!
Do I have to scale the side of the ship?
Well, you go to the back, you can if you want, but if you go to the back of the ship, you can see hanging by chains are what appears to be a bunch of very dead dwarves that are just chained up to spiky chains. It's not so much as a brig as it is sort of a way to just kill people fun.
No,
That's the
Anyone
brig.
still hanging on for dear life?
Roll perception check. Roll perception check.
I use the bathroom, sorry.
10.
10. I'll tell you have to get down there and check.
I'm gonna get down there.
Okay,
I can turn
roll.
up the heat.
Do it.
You want me to,
Climbing
baby?
athletics to hold on to the side of the ship through the speeding winds.
16.
You guys look at what the temperature is.
I love that number.
As you grip the side of the ship, like climbing down. Actually, you're probably pretty calm because you just.
I have rocket boots. That don't go as fast as this ship.
Not gonna help you in this case. As you're like 2,000 feet above the fucking ground. As you make your way over, you start examining a little bit closer. And as you look at them, make a medicine check. Fuck! 2. Oh, pretty dead.
How many bodies?
It's 4.
I'm just gonna shoot all 4 of them in the head to see if that helps.
So, you see... And then the last one goes, wait, lad.
I cannot put a goal!
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. Picky noises.
It's alright.
We're just staring at nothing.
Toot toot on your flute.
He's enjoying the picture.
Have your flute.
And you just... Boom!
Good boy.
As he is dead as fuck.
Nice. I'm gonna climb back onto the dick of the ship.
That's
The
picking
deck.
it up real
The
nice.
You hear in your mind, now that's what I'm talking about.
What is going on?
He's
He's chilling.
right next to the camera. That's so fucking loud.
It's
Boofer.
okay.
What is that noise?
What is he doing?
It sounds like he's gagging himself.
I know.
He's a pity, of course he is. Do that again. I'm gonna make a gif of it.
A GIF?
A Jiffy Lube.
What are you, like 80 years old?
What are you doing? Don't make yourself sick. That's stupid.
That's not
Oh my
stupid.
god, look at the love in his eyes.
He's fallen in love.
Baby.
So, you return back to the deck of the Wave Dancer, and Vondis is sitting up
Here,
there.
come on, let's get on the couch. Papa?
Don't judge me with those
Why?
judging jackrabbit eyes.
I'm not judging you, Alex.
Get your blanket.
I'm worried about you. That gun is going to kill you one day.
Oh, is it your
Yeah, well.
Unless you start sacrificing people to it. Is that what you want to be doing? Sacrificing things to a demon?
Not unless they're bad. Or enemies.
Yes, I guess that's a good point. I still think we should probably look for a way to get rid of that fucking thing.
That's probably a good idea.
You whisper that, and in your mind you hear, I want to kill that rat.
Yeah.
Now my gun doesn't like you.
Well, look at all the people who don't like me.
Good boy.
They're not really the best, are they?
No, they're terrible.
Then I'm not worried. So,
Such a brat.
you guys, are you guys doing anything while the ship is going? Or
I
were we
think
just
Mav
gonna-
is having a grand old snooze.
Okay, just chilling.
Sleeping pretty hard.
Does he sleep in hammocks? How's he sleep?
Probably with his dog.
With his mouth
Oh,
open.
okay.
Came up again, like the
Curl
whole
up.
put up against him and just
Yeah.
pop his feet up on something.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
Ashton,
Hi.
are you doing anything? We'll say it counts as 8 hours, whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna read my books.
I'm a little poopy.
So you might want to send me some business.
Mm.
How far are you?
Your little legs are too short.
You've reached it.
I'm pretty sure. I can tell you in 2 seconds when we get in D&D.
Okay. Let me know for sure, because that's a big deal.
Can I play with the kung fu ball?
You're gonna play with your balls? You think this is a good time for that?
Up
So
here?
So you can play with the Kung Fu ball.
Jump kick
sure.
right off the edge of the ship.
You also can sense. No, okay, you choose to play with the Kung Fu ball? Done deal. Okay.
What can I sense?
Nothing. You wouldn't be able to sense it,
Seems
so I'm
fine.
trying to just think of it. So do you have the Kung Fu ball in your inventory?
No.
Who has the Kung Fu ball?
I know actually I might.
Not me. I don't want that shit.
I kept it. I didn't give it to anybody.
You don't want free monk abilities?
No.
Which is basically what that ball became.
I have no use for that.
I do not have it.
Let me see if
I have it.
I like how it's bouncing around everyone's inventory though.
Like a ball.
It's a trainer. It's a
Hard
it's like
light
a-
hollow trainer of the Eternal Guardian.
So go into inventory and just type in hard light. One word, right? One word.
I have it though. So how's he gonna get it?
Because he can also add it to his inventory.
But I have it.
Alright, then remove it.
I won't. I don't want him
He's
to have.
all the way over there.
No,
Exactly.
Mav had it last, remove it.
Nope.
You gave it to Mav, remove it.
Mav gave it back to me.
No.
I said, give me my balls.
I'm getting in there, I'm gonna remove it.
No, he's not. He's not. I'm like,
We're all fighting for it. We're all fighting for it.
This is.
Counteract me in D&D!
I have it.
I also don't have your Wi-Fi, I should probably get that at some point.
Yes, you should.
For you guys.
Especially if this is a regular thing.
Let me type in the password and Wi-Fi numbers out loud.
I do too.
Can
But we
you,
just had to log in once and
can
we'll
you,
do it,
can
so.
you, can you get it for me?
Secrets.
Alright, just do it here.
So you have the hollow trainer. How many hours do you spend? Let's say 8, I guess. Okay. You need to spend a total of 40 in order to gain any of the benefits.
You smell like a fish. Why do you smell like a fish?
Not yet. One day.
Astrid? I believe you might be right, because I think last time you were like, oh, I'm so close.
Oh, ew.
It makes me sad that you don't have a case on your phone.
I know, me
For
too.
years.
That's lasted? Well, that's kind of cool.
Because I don't drop my phone like a fucking idiot on
Drop it, drop it, drop it.
Yeah.
Jeff, Talia.
I haven't cracked the screen since
Maddox.
we went to
I don't know.
Colorado, Evan.
What?
I haven't cracked the screen since we went to Colorado.
I haven't cracked a tooth since Colorado. I chipped those
Oh,
Well, I
Oh, they're
did.
talking
He
about
did it.
yours.
He did it to himself. He,
Shout out to Chippy.
hey Chippy. He chipped his own tooth with his guitar. Like a fool.
Dylan did?
That was
Yeah, because he lost a
wonderful.
game of blow darts.
Let's bring that back to D&D.
Why were you playing with glow darts?
It's about the principle of the matter.
Spitball?
That's not the principle of the matter. No.
Anyway,
And so what? That's blow darts. I got him. And the only way to do it is to tap his neck.
Oh, his neck?
You pulled the dart out. That's the idea.
Oh, okay.
How do you
You got-
lose?
But it was whoever could do it. Remember Snapball?
you
You
remember
guys had the dumbest game.
you and Dylan were waiting in line at Six Flags or whatever, and me and freaking who was it, Jesse, sitting at the bench.
And we got you. And you went down, and
played
Jessie was like, ha, and then we got her, and she goes, oh no, and laid on top of
We
Jeff's
waited
head.
for you to go through the line, ride the
Ride the roller
stupid
coaster.
ride, come down and save us.
It was good.
Literally, we're laying there, she's going, and I'm doing it back to her because it's just like, this is the stupidest fucking thing.
Don't bring me your
What would
toy.
happen if you didn't do it? Was there any like repercussions for not?
You're
You're a
a
bad
piece
sport.
of shit is
You
what
know?
happened.
You get
You're a
kicked in
piece
the
of
nuts.
shit. So,
Yes.
the answer is yes?
I still have the hard light ball.
Okay.
I'm gonna destroy it.
You don't have it. So you train with it, you read your book.
Sorry, I'm
Let's
very
see.
hungry.
Now that you have, what does it say on that? No, okay, you don't want to say it? Okay, so I'm gonna send it to you after this session, because I feel like
I'm not gonna do it now.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you after this so that I can, because I didn't expect you to get there so fast.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
I need to reread it, make sure that it's perfect.
Okay.
So you train with the Hollow Trainer. After you're done training,
I have abs.
you kind of like, how does Esther train? I should have asked this with everybody else. Is there like a room that you go, like, is there like an outfit that you wear? Do you wear the same shit you're wearing? Are you in like with a sweatband around your head, like a drow? With a
Luis
sweatband?
Guzman with a sweatband.
You're dressed as Luis Guzman? Okay. Are you in like a workout clothes?
Mhm.
Okay.
Like
and you're doing
beginning of a Superbad, the track suits, the little short shorts and tank tops.
awesome. As you are doing so, or after you're done, you're like, when you're kind of tired from it, you turn and you see Luis Guzman still in a robe. Well, Corlock's, Jesus, so I need to stop that now. You see Corlock standing there in the robe, and he's like, why are you doing that?
In case I'm ever in a jam, I've exhausted all my mana. Is that a thing in D&D? Mana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spell slots.
Yeah.
Because that sounds so less in character.
Calm down, Jim.
Do you run out of spells?
Not frequently. You never know.
I do.
I'm good with the bow staff, so I figured we might as well even it out.
Are you Napoleon Dynamite?
I am. Actually, it's super bad.
Really? Show me. Hit me in the face or something.
Is what's around me.
Your bow staff can be sitting there, probably.
I want to telekinesis it and start doing stupid monk shit spinning towards him.
He just stands there, waiting.
Want to strike.
You hit him?
Okay.
Alright, roll it.
He's
Try
dead.
to.
Roll to hit.
He just killed Luis Guzman.
So it's a 10, but I don't know what my thingies are.
I think it's probably +5 because you're proficient with it.
Probably not going to be enough. Yeah. Let's say +5.
So as you he allows it to hit. So you're good on that aspect. How much damage do you do with the bow staff?
Let's say
About 250.
about 350. No, I don't know where all my shit is. Okay, so
It's gonna hit you.
1d6 plus 6.
1d6 plus 6 roll.
Yep.
Wow, that's really good. Actually.
No, actually, that was the serpent stuff. So probably with just a 1d6 and
Okay.
some bullshit.
It's gonna hurt you, Jeff.
Let's say 8.
Okay. So whack right into his face as he. And it feels like you hit like solid like iron.
Stone.
Like you just whoa. You know what I mean? Like hurts your hands, and he's not bad. Not bad. What kind of spells do you know?
Why are you asking me this?
Curious.
Well, you saw I have a penchant for the elemental magic. Probably similar to you. You know, I don't really know what this form is. Is that your natural form?
No.
I thought so.
Why do you choose to look like that?
Feels right.
I know.
I fucking hate
And now we're both talking like him.
does feel. I'm seeing two Luis Guzmans, one sweaty in a workout outfit with a bow staff,
One
and
in
the
a
other
row.
one in a row.
Oh my god.
This needs to be commissioned by
Yes,
someone.
like a big wall painting.
Out of all the awesome
We need-
cinematics
we
we've
need-
had,
we
you
need-
want 2 Louise Guzmans.
we need to commission.
What's your
We need to
choice?
commission a weird Lisa to make two Luis Guzmans.
Lisa, get on it,
Weird
please.
Lisa, please.
Is your name actually Weird Lisa?
What's your Twitter?
It's Lisa.
That's her chosen name.
I thought you were just
The
being
first
really
name
mean.
isn't a weird.
Well, I know. I know you're just being mean.
What shall we name it? A weird. Why? Is this always the form that you chose?
Is this final form?
Does this one please you? Talking, pooping ice cream. For the most part, I also have this blonde Prince Charming character.
Character.
He kind of narrows his eyes at you, and you see him transform into what appears to be a handsome-looking prince, sort of with well, still in the robe, I guess, because he just isn't choosing to have clothes.
If he ends up being your dad, you're gonna have seen him like buck ass naked. I hope you realize how weird that is.
Now you've seen Luis Guzman butt ass naked. You don't know what that schlong is like.
What dad schlong is like?
The schlong changes.
Oh, I see. My
the form.
immersion.
The balls change. The whole different deal.
I'm so tired.
I don't understand.
Like this?
Like that.
Interesting.
Go back to
This one's a more complicated one.
the Makes more
I
sense.
think it makes more sense.
Oh my god.
So, you're a Drow?
I am.
Where'd you come from? The Underdark? Were you, like, born up here?
Oh,
Somewhere far away from here. I thought I was part of the usual cast of Underdark Drow, but there's a family that wants my head from even somewhere further from here. So I'm not entirely sure.
Luis Guzman.
Because it feels right.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand.
Go back to
I'm like
sleep.
in the fucking corner.
Go back to sleep, you, and he throws a ball bearing at your head.
First stop.
What's the family's name?
It's the
Viperian.
Viperian. Why can't I remember that?
Viper.
That's how you remember it.
Viperian.
Alright. Then he walks away.
I'm just standing there in my sweatpants, sweat shorts and headband.
As the camera kind of pans at you.
A single tear.
Why?
Because he
It
knows
was a
that's
very
his
emotional
father.
moment. I don't. I would never in 1,000 years make that connection
As
in
we-
character.
As we go
That
from
he's your
that
dad?
Yeah.
to Astrid closing the flesh-bound book
No.
and having a breath of relief, I assume.
Is that like the same thing as Playboy kind of for this era?
For her, probably like the amount of enjoyment someone gets
Ugh.
from that is probably tenfold for Astrid when it comes to evil.
I love reading.
And I think they're actually. I will say that Mulch demands all of your presence at the deck of the ship.
Or gifts.
Stop it.
Do you mind if I?
Good.
Yeah, of
And
course.
as you,
Isn't that yours to give?
I meant to leave and go walk away because I'm about to go on break.
Okay. Then I'll wait.
All right. As you all kind of come back up, it's still night. It's very dark. It's not early morning. It's like midnight, which doesn't make sense for the amount of time
Just
that
hear
you've
the
had.
noise.
You see no moon, but you see night before you, but no stars. It is starless, black sky. And as you start making your way around, you can see the landscape kind of that you're flying over now. It is dark. There is like a town in the distance that you can see, but it looks sort of dilapidated with sort of smokestacks rising from it. And as you see, you are approaching what appears to be some sort of a grandiose like mountain. Not so much a mountain, more like a foothill, like in Colorado. You know what I mean? Just a very large hill, and
Yeah,
atop it a
dial.
grand and beautiful manor. And as you're a ship begins to fly closer. Mulch goes, "Right then, this would be the hey, what is his name? Duke some shit Garraway." And you hear Joshua. And you look and there's Eddie just standing at the ship, arms like on the ship just watching, and he goes,
Is the sun out?
No,
No.
it's
Still dark.
"There is no sun, there is no moon, there are no stars. You are in Vampiria now."
Ooh.
And as Eddie just kind of stares down at the castle with the depthless sky above him, and you guys all looking out over this grand palace, we will take a break.
Oh,
Take a break.
We'll come back.
I found
You
a
guys
real
can talk
picture
for
of
some
Blood
minutes.
Eagle.
Who's Blood Eagle?
Here.
Oh, the Blood Eagle is what the Vikings did when they pulled your lungs out of your body.
Oh, yikes.
Oh yeah, we are recording.
Increased your AC by 1 point.
It increases your AC.
Dual wielder.
That's pretty cool. Amanda, you're not supposed to encourage him.
Look at that boof.
Look at your face. But I love you.
I'll pick him up like I did the jewel.
He does pick him up occasionally. He doesn't really know what to do with it.
Does Maddox not like it?
He likes it.
He's
I like his
okay
little
with it.
skull.
He just hangs out.
Cause he's.
So, gang,
You know, my dog's massive.
as you are
He is pretty
as you are
big.
approaching
He's
the
not
castle, Eddie is
The Duke
standing
lives
there.
in a castle?
Like a grand estate, I would say, rather
Like a
than a
hotel?
castle. But it seems to be separated. There's a town not too far that way, but it seems to be very separated from the town. But as you approach, I mean, you can most definitely, they probably most definitely see you. And
Yeah,
Eddie is simply standing there, and it looks like he has that light machine gun on a sort of strap, probably around his back, that same one that he had before, and he's just waiting.
So Eddie, this is the guy you have.
Beef with.
I was gonna say bad blood with, but I realized that's probably.
Yes, that is him.
Are you kill on sight for him?
Yes. But. And he steps away from the deck a little bit. I cannot help but wonder if there is a better way to do this.
Diplomacy.
No, he will die. And he will die by my hand. But I do not need to kill him this night. This exact moment in time. If there's something that you need from him, feel free. I can always wait. It was you all that freed me from that prison. So I believe I owe you that much at least.
Well, we came here because our goal is to destroy Dawn's Guard.
Dawn's Hold.
Dawn's
Dawn's Guard is from that pretty good game called Skyrim.
Suddenly everything goes dark. We wake up
Finally,
in a car.
you're awake.
Dawn's Hold.
Did you see the one in the army where it's army men on like a Humvee,
No.
and the one army man picks up it? They're like legit.
Real?
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
wow.
and he looks at one army guy's looking over here, the other, and he turns to one goes, "Finally, you're awake." Like,
is
I didn't know what was happening until that happened, but I'm sorry. So go on. What were you saying, Amanda?
Will killing him now prevent us from being able to take a possible advantage of any kind of military forces?
Yes,
That maybe we should wait.
I
If that
can.
is okay.
Or
Or
what kind of power does this Duke hold?
He's just a fop.
He
A
do-
vampire fop.
Is Headhunter here?
I am now.
Did you want to? And he jet boots down.
You like my boots?
And he kind of slides on the ghost deck.
Power
of the ship.
slide!
You go into a couple of boxes.
Off the other side.
I'm not helping him.
He is essentially kind of a fop, yes, but he does the bidding of the true Lord, the King.
How much in-person contact is there between these two?
Not very much at all. It's always done through messenger raven or crow.
I want to palm my disguise hat and say, could we assume, would you want to play a character, take his life, and take his life?
I am not a good liar,
Waste his eyes.
and I do not like looking like anything but what I am. I am Eddie. When I kill him, I will kill him in front of his people. Or perhaps in the woods, a place of my choosing. Either way, he will die, and I will continue to be Eddie.
In his bathroom. Kill him in his bathroom. That's a bad spot.
It's not a bad idea.
Drown him in his toilet after he shit.
We don't shit.
Yeah, I don't.
Vampires don't shit?
No.
What is this, North Korea?
I also don't piss.
What is wrong with you people?
Some people would disagree with you.
Yes, I know. Fuck 'em.
Are you using the restroom?
Do they have bathrooms here?
Can you enjoy music?
I've been holding in the
The
shit for
humans
this.
do.
Okay.
The humans are kept as cattle in a way. They're allowed to live in their towns, but they're not allowed to leave the country.
Cattle. Why don't they just slip out when the sun's up?
The sun does not rise here. It is...
What's wrong with this place?
And you see he flips his wrist around and he has a watch, a new watch that he did not have when he left the place.
Yeah,
it
like
is
you do.
5 in the morning, but it looks as though it is midnight.
Well,
that
this
is how
place
it stays.
sucks. Are you all like depressed here?
No,
Only me.
I'm not depressed.
Should I? I had to make a connection.
You look into his eyes. There's almost something kindred in his eyes, where it's like, I think these are the eyes of a sociopath. As you kind of like, are you depressed? And he says no, and you're like, well, oh. As you kind of look at his eyes, like, oh no, he's not. He's just cold.
Didn't I have to like talk to the Duke about something?
If you wanted reinforcements, then yes,
Okay.
talk to
Okay.
him. There could be there's most definitely a more strategic advantage to speaking to the Duke before allowing me to kill him.
Out of game, was this Alex's contact?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go.
Surfer.
Yeah, don't worry. My diplomacy.
It was
will work.
also who Vonda said he could probably talk to because he's someone of
Also, you know that cute, adorable jackalope I keep with me?
No.
How could we forget?
He can help turn the tide of this war
How?
by getting the vampires to fight with us.
Doubtful.
Can he even come out here?
Yes, they love Faye.
I'm right here.
Where is he?
I'm literally right here. And he's just sitting on the ground.
I can still hear him sometimes.
It's sad,
Look.
really.
Vampires have to listen to me because I am titled Fae. And Eddie turns to him,
You're titled Fae?
I'm the Lord of the Jackalopes.
Yeah, he's right.
And Vonda looks
I
at
hate
you.
that you're doing this. You're doing this to spite me.
Hmm?
That's what you're doing.
Astrid, what's wrong?
I don't know what you mean.
He's a good character. So adorable.
Okay.
So much more powerful than our group.
So, if I speak to him, I may be able to, I may have some sway in the matter. You may be able to get more troops so that you could, I don't know, formulate some sort of sneak attack or
And
something.
you would like to be a part of that.
Yes, I believe I could help facilitate this. To try to convince a vampire to do anything would be
Difficult, Eddie says.
Yeah, I think we've been the terrible four for longer than Mav's been a part of the group.
Oh.
Wow.
He like perks up and those little ears go down. Okay.
If you want the Duke to help you, you will have to bring
Ah.
him something grand, or promise him some great favor, or give him a reason not to kill you on the spot, to be perfectly honest. But with a titled Fae, that he would definitely think twice about raising a hand against you, and would probably think better
Twice.
on helping you, to be honest.
What do we have to offer?
He owes me a favor.
Does he?
Does he?
Does he?
No, he doesn't owe you a favor, you just know him. You have a working relationship.
I know him. I have a working relationship with him. God bless you.
So I guess
You've worked
you
for the Duke before.
you
Yes.
two go in.
Who are you?
Some call me the best. I call myself the very best.
What's your working
Who
name?
calls you that?
Headhunter.
You're a headhunter.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of your work. It's good work.
Thank you.
Expected just staring at the castle.
Should you not go in?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
All right. I guess you take
Me and
Skippy in.
who?
Hop along.
Are you saying that we could use Vondis for this mission?
Exclusively that phrase. Yes, we can use Vondis for this mission.
Excellent.
No, I like the phrase that Vondis wants to help take down a whole country, tower, kill lots of people, help facilitate the deaths of lots of individuals.
Do you want to use diplomacy?
Do you mean help you in your quest to bring down Massalia, kill the king, and take over his country?
No, I'm just specifically talking about Dawntold. We can do all that without you.
I believe, Astrid, you are going to kill thousands of people regardless of what I do.
Yeah, might as well help, right?
So I might as well make it as fast and painless as possible.
Might as well join them.
Could we drop the anchor and like slide down it, or are we parked?
So, being as you kind of get close, you do see that there are things approaching your ship that are flying
Are we just
big
up there
leathery
still talking?
wings. Yes, and in that time they have waited for you to make your announcement or approach,
Okay.
which is the polite thing to do. Now that you haven't, they're sending rougher guards to go up
Guys, don't worry. They can't board us unless we invite them on.
there. That's not true.
And he turns
And he turns around, he flips up the thing, and as he shuts it, he goes, "If it goes wrong, I'll be there." And as he hides in there.
That's not true.
As you guys,
I read about this before.
several large bat-winged, and by bat-winged I don't mean that they
Jeez,
have
is that a slur?
bat wings and hands. Their hands are like bat wings. They are these horrific bat humanoid type creatures as they just kind of fly up, land with these big kind of muscularly taloned legs.
A single
as they,
tear rolls down Mav's face.
It could have been you.
Could have been me.
as they land, and you see them as they kind of transform. One of them transforms. The rest stay in their sort of large kind of bestial
Golem.
form, and the one transforms. The large wings turning into like lavish
Butterfly
robes.
wings,
As you can see, a very ornate and beautiful, kind of lithe, sort of thin man with very long hair. Looks like was definitely
Dracula.
once an elven man, now an elven vampire. Beautiful woman, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know those like hot
He
fucking
can't tell
vampire
the
chicks?
difference. No,
Bro,
he can't tell the
I
difference.
know he can't. She's such a she's hot
but
as fuck vampire.
He's a
chick.
vampire.
What?
He's a vampire.
Yeah.
He doesn't help.
Doesn't that make him like a corpsey like?
No. He looks a little thin, but that's just because elves
He's
look
a
a little thin.
Mm-hmm.
But no, vampires
She's a model,
don't
dude.
look corpsey. Just
Must
very
be a
pale,
model.
Let's have Hunter's
pale and
take on this.
gothy. You know what I mean? That like they
I'll
do the black
approach her
lipstick,
first.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
He's not worried.
So as he lands, you can see him sort of checking his jewelry, his kind of longer black nails. As he looks to the rest of you,
His nails are painted. That's a positive sign.
my master has sent me as
Sounds
Oh,
like a
I
woman,
can't
too.
tell.
my master has sent me to make an inquiry as to who you are and what you are doing on our land.
We're gonna play this kinky game, huh?
He looks at you.
I'm here for Duke. I forget his name again.
Gary.
You are here.
Gary
It's gonna take
Johnson.
you to a fucking dog.
In your headphones. You hear Eddie. Joshua Garraway.
Thanks, Ed. Joshua Karowitz.
Joshua then. Very well. And you are familiar with our Duke?
Very familiar. I've done work for him.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. He forgot to pay me, but
Did he?
yeah, didn't he screw me over?
He steps close to you very quickly, like, and her face is right there. Her nose kind of smelling your neck as she.
Oh wow,
Smell
foreign
fish.
women.
I do remember that scent. You're a headhunter. And she looks you up and down.
Yikes.
Do you remember me at all?
Do I remember him at all?
Somebody, because I expected you guys to go in and introduce yourselves and things like that. Somebody give me a name for this wonderful elven vampire, or I will make it
Androgynous
up.
name?
Yeah.
Dracula.
Yes, to trick.
To trick.
Stacy.
Stacy is not.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Morgan Thin Whistle.
Sam.
Ew, Jesus.
Sam.
That's gonna be my porn name. Look it
I
up
do
on
like-
Pornhub.
I like Morgan though. Morgan,
I guess Morgan can work for both.
Can it two
Thin
first
whistle.
female
Steam
/man
whistle.
names?
but you don't know the last name. Fuck
Just
that.
Morgan.
I think a vampire wouldn't. They would have gotten rid of their last name.
I see.
Blood magic.
Do you remember me, Morgan?
Oh, how could I forget a Morgan?
The last time you were here, we spent the night together.
How wonderful. Of course I remember.
Yes, you were quite energetic, you. Anyway, why are you here now? And who
What
are you?
does the rest of the group do? Does the rest of the group?
So you all know.
I'm
Headhunters
genuinely
Republic.
curious if he can contract vampirism by sexual contact.
Do you ask that?
Not right now.
Feel like it's rude.
Not a good thing to ask.
You hear over the comms, don't. So,
I am always wearing clothes.
alright. Why are you here? Why have you arrived so gruffly? 2 warships.
We want to destroy Morcelia.
Dawn's hold.
Don's hole?
Dawn's hold.
That's hold.
Hold. Guard. Hold.
Guard.
Dawn's Hold.
Hold.
Yes.
Destroy that
All
and
in
then
character.
Morcelia.
Oh yeah, no.
And you are?
Astrid.
She's my assistant.
Oh,
And
throw you off.
he delicately puts his pointed fingered nails on Headhunter's chest, kind of in like dismississively, but at the same time familiarity is there. You know what I mean? As you
Inside each other. Of course familiarity is there.
Well, she wasn't inside of me.
I come,
At that point, I would have realized.
I come with you, you come on floor. Oh, I think you have that confused. Maybe the language difference. No, I come with you, you come on floor. Oh God.
Oh no.
The
I
hangover.
thought it was a strap on.
He approaches you.
Jesus.
That makes it better.
And steps closer and looks you up and down and notices you keep the tome on you, right? Because you're attuned to it, I was. So you keep both. Do you have both of the tomes? Looks at both of those tomes.
Girl.
That's what I'm saying.
Fascinating.
We're broken people.
Where did you get those magnificent books?
No.
Do you slap his hand away? Protective. Smart.
That's smart enough.
Astrid. I'll remember that name. So, you want to help bring down Dawn's Hold, is that it? Well, my master will be most interested to hear your proposal.
We don't want to, with all due respect, help bring it down. We are going to bring it down.
Yeah, we want to know if you want to help.
Oh my, the moxie. Who are you people?
Or the Terrible 3.
+1.
And friends.com.
And you see him kind of look around at each of you. Look at the Garistro rises from underneath the from underneath the deck, kind of stretching his hoofed legs because he's huge, and like and sort of laying and like, but just a constant.
Did he get a nice, good long rest?
He did, and you can see that the bloodlust and the war, it is coming back because he is a demon. He is an endless
Soon.
surge of hate and rage. But you can see him kind of stretching his bones. You can see the Orthon sharpening his big fucking sword, and you see Morgan looking over all of this. My God, you really are. Huh. Well. I've heard you've been having quite a bit of fun in Messelia.
Comes and goes.
So, you're bringing down Dawn's Hold with this lot. You are going to do what we with our armies of men and vampiric whelps were unable to do.
Well, we've already killed 4 champions, so.
And we've added the ranks of the Holy Stone Mines to our numbers.
Yeah, we kind of riggedy wrecked them like yesterday, so
Yeah, that
Holy
was like
Stone has been
6
breached.
hours ago, yeah.
More than breached.
like destroyed completely.
It's
I made it part of our
Underground.
army.
The Duke will most definitely want
More
to
underground than it
Yeah.
was before.
land your ship, right there, and motions for an area, and we will bring you to the Duke post haste. And Morgan stays on the ship, does not leave, with the big vampire guards kind of staying there as well. So, you land the ship. As you do, you are brought off of the ship across a long sort of bridge that hovers over sort of a crevice in the ground. Looks like that bridge can raise or lower. And as you enter this lavish estate, you see, I mean, it is gaudy as fuck. Lots of beautiful golden sort of
Ornate.
ornaments and things of that nature. It's sort of dim in here, as vampires can see in dark light. And there is no real fire anywhere, like no fireplace burning or anything like that, because vampires fear the shit out of it. and
Fire?
It hurts the fuck out of them.
I thought they didn't like sun.
What? Okay. So.
What's the sun made out of, Al? Headhunter?
Sun. It's a star.
And as you kind of make your way through, you see that there are what seems to be sort of malnourished and weak, tired-looking humans, or just mortals in general. Some humans, some elves, as they are kind of like cleaning and sweeping and like carrying things.
Does any of them look like they're about to die?
Yeah, kind of all of them.
Can I just shoot one in the head?
What does Von
You already fed him today.
Yeah, but it's extra servings.
Do you just want to pull out a gun and shoot one of the servants?
I mean, he said it.
Do you pull
I
out a
just
gun?
said it.
You can if you want to.
Yes.
Okay.
Just discreetly
So
pulls out
I'm
a
not gonna have you
blunderbuss.
roll to hit. You pull out this big fucking revolver. As Morgan leads you, Morgan begins to give you the history.
Cannon goes off behind
Morgan
us.
begins to explain like typical sort of. It has sort of a Gothic Victorian sort of feel to it, the architecture. And Morgan starts describing like this wood was brought all the way from Sigwin. We were able to snag it from a port ship pirates had actually boom, and it just echoes, and the vampire guards like rah, and they sort of like swarm around you, and you see Headhunter standing there, and there's just one of those sickly. I'm gonna say it was like a human, just a sickly human man, and his brains are fucking spattered all over the fine stone and
They go
wood walls.
nuts.
What?
It's blood. How do they react?
No, they stand there. The guards
I don't know.
the guards sort of, and they like look. You can tell they're a little bit more bestial. And Morgan, did you get it?
Got it.
Where's Vonda?
It has a mind of its own sometimes.
Vondas is
He's
just
standing like this.
that's yeah. Like I imagine the gun smoking, and you hear in your mind, and
I haven't been writing these down.
Killing people.
Vondas goes, Alex, why?
I put him out of his misery.
There's like 14 others just watching him.
There you go. Right. This way, and try not to kill any more of the help. As you make your way, you finally reach the throne room where the Duke sits. Again, very Gothic / Victorian. Think where a vampire Duke would
Where
sit.
vampire?
That's why. Stop it. That's where the Duke is sitting.
Sphere.
Grand, sort of tall, almost cathedral-like windows.
I feel like I'm in church.
Kind of. With
Dark
the sort of
church.
dark wood and kind of cobblestone floor. And you
Candles?
walk across it.
There's no
Are
fire.
they afraid of candles too,
No,
Chad?
it seems that there are like small lanterns, but there's no
Are they
fire.
electric?
They are arcane. They have little arcane crystals in them that are floating.
I
So
feel
it's almost
sick.
like floating Chinese lanterns or whatever.
You're
And
like,
as
I was serious.
I know, yeah.
Okay.
And as you
Alex getting
approach,
a little sick just by the
you
way.
see the Duke speaking to another, what appears to be another vampire. there aren't many vampires in this building. It's just a lot of the human help. These couple of guards, like you'll see a big like bestial guard every once in a while, and then just very few of you seen humanoid vampires. And the Duke is sitting on his throne.
Oh, what happened between me and the Duke last time? Didn't you say he screwed me over or something?
Yeah, I think he didn't pay you. Or he paid you less than he was supposed to.
Oh.
But there wasn't much you could do about it because he has the backing of an entire government. So, like, you know what I mean? Also, you were like, fuck, this place fucking sucks. You don't like it here.
I know.
There's no sun.
It's dark.
Everybody's dead. It sucks ass, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just kind of took it on the chin.
And they always think I'm part of the help.
They are not. Right now, they're showing you a lot of respect. They weren't like this the last time you were here. They treated you like shit. So, you approach and you see this man sitting in a chair like this, and he has kind of long fingernails himself. He has hair, I would say, kind of pulled back in a man bun as he's sitting there. He has a goatee, and sort of. It looks like he got out of bed. It looks like he was sleeping, because he's wearing kind of night clothes, but they're very fine, beautiful silks. And he sits up. I am told that you have news about Dawn's Hold.
News about Dawn's Hold? No.
Introduce yourselves first.
Holy Stone Mine is destroyed.
Introduce yourselves first. Who are you that I am speaking to?
Esther Craven.
Esther Craven.
Craving some raisins.
And he points, and you see this kind of thin, lithe, like human servant, a little more fed and a little healthier and well dressed, writing. And you, Tiefling.
Mav starts rattling off a bunch of titles that he thinks make him sound cool, but it really doesn't come off as him sounding cool.
Are you
He's
looking
like
at titles right now?
No, I rolled to see how effective I thought it would be, and so he's like, my name is Mavikos Coilbone, and
Roll a
continues to go.
performance, because you could roll a performance for that. Do you have your sheet in front of you? If you don't, you can just roll.
I do. Kind of, in theory.
You can use some of your, I will say, get advantage because of dis and because of the lawful nature and because of having to deal with higher up devils.
I need to get something in Safari.
And because when it comes to
Performance.
etiquette, your mother probably had pretty decent etiquette.
So 7 plus 5 is 12.
Very good.
2 plus 5 is 7.
So
it's
7
a
plus 5, 12. Not so bad. So you come, I am Mavikos, and you start rattling off this ridiculous string.
Stupidly long, does not need to be that long. Like, series of titles that, like, some of them sound great. It's like, killer of blah blah blah, and then others it's like, stubber of toes, you know?
Okay, so you rattle these all off, and I get the point. Mavikos. Did you say Coilbone? Or
Yeah.
did you just say Mavikos?
Yeah, I think he would introduce himself fully.
Coilbone. The vampire writes it down. You, second tiefling.
Astrid.
Mav is the first.
Astrid, and do you have a last name, Astrid? Do you remember it, or do you not want to tell him? You don't remember, do you?
No, I don't remember.
You don't have to tell him if you don't want to.
Google
I don't want to
double.
tell him.
Very well. That's the name.
Ta-
And you?
taking Mav's cue, I want to go. The one that stands before you is Richard Headhunter Jr., Duke of Wales.
Roll performance check with disadvantage.
Poppin' J.
6.
So
5.
5 plus nothing.
Yeah,
You don't have any performance?
I think so.
As he kind of steps back, you see him point, and you see some of the guards get ready, and Morgan goes, "This was the human that helped us a few years back, Headhunter, the freelancer." And he goes, "Very well. What do you propose?"
That's all I get is a very well. You never paid me for my last job.
"I'm speaking to the leader of your group. What do you propose, Mr. Esther Craven?"
That would be me.
Oh. The
What do we
leader.
propose? Well, your leader came out to us and said No, that doesn't make any sense. Your squire?
Help.
Help? Whatever Morgan is.
My advisor.
Your advisor.
I'm the advisor.
He's the advisor. Said that you'd be interested. Be interested. It's a joy. It's not necessarily we're looking for help. We're telling you we are going to be also leading multiple attacks on Dawn's Hold, and it's probably in both of our interests to work something out, collaborate on something.
Agreed. So, you want my soldiers to help you take Dawn's Hold? Because without it, you will surely fail.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think that sounds agreeable.
We just took Holy Stone Mine.
And you see him look at you and he says, "Say that again, but tell me the truth." And I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
That is the truth. 16 plus 0.
You can...
I mean, he's not lying.
yeah, so you're good.
You're cross-eyed.
You can lie if you want, though, because you rolled high enough.
I single-handedly Holy Stone Mine.
You usually say this in front of Astrid.
Then he just thinks that you just succeeded and resisted his spell. But he did try to cast a spell on you. You could, like, feel the sort of static in your mind.
And this is my pet jackalope, Vondas.
Just holding him by the
what's
scruff
the
of his
name?
neck.
Vondas, you're a pet.
What's the name of... What's
I
the title?
am not a pet. Drop me, Mr. Thank
my
you. As he flops to the ground and he goes, "Good Duke, I am Vondis.
What are you doing?
Oh, hello, puppy.
Hello,
I am
Jabba.
Vondis, Lord of the Jackalopes." And you see him kind of bow and scrape one horn against the ground, like in sort of a
Those
crescent.
little pixels?
Yes, it's like arcane a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And you can see the Duke kind of,
I was not aware I had a titled Fae in my castle. And he looked to Morgan, and Morgan goes,
Oh,
he
he's
was
gonna
in
get
the
fired.
bag, I didn't even know. And he's like, and he stands up and the Duke bows as well. It's the first time I've really seen him move. And he gets up, bows.
"It is an honor and a privilege, Lord of the Jackalopes."
No. This is quite an interesting group.
He's eating.
Why?
This is quite an interesting
Is he
group.
eating?
How do you plan on bringing down Dawn's Hold, and what is it that I can do for you?
And he points to Vondis, and Vondis goes, "Well, I believe the plan was theirs. I am simply a facilitator of things and keeping them on the straight and narrow, making sure that they survive and such." And he goes,
Of course. Then tell me.
and Morgan goes, "The Terrible Three."
There's 4 of them.
Yes, I believe it's... I don't know, the one looks sneaky, maybe that's the point.
He goes, right. Terrible 3, how do you plan on bringing down Dawn's Hold?
Lots of killing.
Roll frontal assault.
Oh, roll frontal from behind.
I would advise against it.
What scrolls did we have? You want to tsunami it?
We have tsunami.
Tsunami?
Do either of y'all know any electricity spells?
I don't think so.
Thunderclap.
Is that electric?
Thunder.
If you are planning to approach Dawn's Hold with one of those ships you approached me with, let me give you a word of caution. Dawn's Hold is in possession of a sun cannon. Should I say it again? The sun cannon.
Yeah, we're not vampires.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
radiant
matter.
damage is not good for us.
When it's a huge laser beam. Astrid.
Lasers.
Is it a stationary
Is
weapon?
there?
Yes, it pops out of the top of Dawn's Hold. Many of my larger forces have been crushed and cremated by it. And it is quite accurate and has quite a long range.
Why didn't you just shine a mirror into it?
Oh, why didn't we just shine a mirror into it? Because it will just melt it.
Is there someone is there one person or a small group of people that lead Dawn's Hold?
Oh, there is one person that leads Dawn's Hold, and that is Helena Grab,
And that's champion, right?
a champion.
Are there generals that serve under her?
Like you're trying to break
Yes.
her heart.
Hello!
It's never
Your
failed us
giant
before.
head in my hand, I love it.
No, I don't have any electric.
Why are we going on about electric?
Because if you put a toaster in a hot tub,
Why don't we just
It's
buy
not
a bunch
good.
of toasters?
so if you put a tsunami,
Helena's right-hand man is Sir Valiant Pureheart. He is a... Astrid makes a visible wretch. He is a knight of much prestige. His fighting prowess is well known, as is his commanding tactics.
it
He's
doesn't matter when you're sleeping.
Is Helen
It's
single?
true. That fort, and I call it a fort, but it is more of a citadel, is incredibly well guarded and well fortified. It's extremely difficult to attack. The other cities of Mercelia are more cities in their own right. This is a place designed for war.
Is there a prison in there?
A what?
A prison? A place where they keep prisoners of war?
Yes, I believe there's a small holding cells. They usually kill. They will not take prisoners unless they are extremely valuable or interesting to them.
Are you the only one who can use your ring?
No, but
Sneak in. I sneak in. Kill the right-hand man. Open the portal. Unleash our army on the inside of it. While we use a decoy of some kind on the outside in the ghost ship.
my portal is there to me.
What happens if we put someone in a bag of holding? Do they die?
They suffocate.
They suffocate?
No,
What if I
it's,
stick your bread
it's
out?
like they stay fresh,
Stop it.
like a
What?
Ziploc
What if I stick
bag.
his head out? Like,
Then they can breathe.
it can
And
breathe.
they'll be
Like
fine.
Vonda's.
Can your hat make you invisible? Your disguise hat?
Or just make his hat turn him into bread.
If you are trying to
Also true.
infiltrate Dawn's Hold, I assure you I have tried.
Yeah, well, you're not me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about this, tough guy? They have magic specifically designed for A, seeing through illusions, B, discovering or being sensitive to ill intent. Do you know what that means? That means if you
Why
walk in
didn't
the
I kill this guy the
threshold
first time I worked for him?
with the idea
You were in
to
love with
kill any of them
Not
in their
this one.
sleep, there's a red flag. Doesn't mean you're immediate doom, but it does make them all quite suspicious.
What
Okay,
if
so
I
what's
walk in
your
like a
suggestion
vamp? Oh
then,
wait, they
tough
don't
guy?
work.
What if
My
I raise my
suggestion
castle into it?
is if you want to bring down Dawn's
doesn't like-
Hold, you bring down the champion that runs it.
That's perfect.
You bring all of them out. Make a frontal assault so big, so bad, and so
You
terrifying.
said that was a bad idea.
Yeah, haven't you done this already?
I have.
Who's to say you're not using
But
this as
I
weapon?
have never killed a champion before.
No, really.
But I've heard of the Terrible Three, and I've heard that you've killed quite a few.
Yeah, because we do things our way. And not by listening to people who say that maybe sneaking in is a bad idea.
Listen, you do what you want.
You do you.
But it will be very difficult.
Uh-huh.
My suggestion would be to bring Helena Grand out,
I can do that.
fight her on the field of battle. The only true issue, and the one I don't see a way around, is the sun cannon. That
This is
blasted
literally the
thing.
Battle of Troy.
Hmm?
I can invite Helen
Do we have
to a
a-
date.
A Trojan horse?
We can make one.
You see Morgan go,
I have an idea. We can
Well,
use
the
our
dude
goblins
goes,
to make
"Calm
a
down,
gift
man."
for your girlfriend.
Huh?
We can get the goblins to make a gift for your girlfriend.
Like a Trojan. It can't be a horse though.
We have one of her old allies. Is
What about
ship.
what about
that one
Astrid?
Oh shit. Are you
Well-
willing to give up that ship?
I like it. What about a big symbol of Astrid?
Praise him.
they will check it.
The inside?
This is ridiculous. I thought you had something for me.
No.
We were kind of just being good guests. We were in the area. We want to get some vampire
How about
samples.
this?
Listen, we wanted to know if you wanted in on it.
How about this?
Hmm.
Because I don't believe that any of you are very good tacticians, and I don't believe you'd be able to pull this off very well, I will have soldiers standing by. Spies and scouts on the lookout, and those laying low. If anything big happens, I will send a surge.
So, at your own choosing, no promises.
No.
Well then, I don't think we have any promises that we'll help you.
We do have words of recommendation though.
From?
May your former enemies stay far from you.
That was just a string of words.
Did you just threaten me?
I
In my home.
I didn't.
And he stands up, and Vondas goes and looks at him, and he looks at Vondas, looks at you, and sits back down. And looks at Vondas, and Vondas goes, Sir, if I may.
Boofer.
These people are quite capable. They've brought down several champions and it destroyed entire cities. The Holy Stone Mine lays sundered because of them and their actions. Simply by this one alone,
Sundered.
sundered the entire mountainside, destroyed it. And they have released terrible prisoners upon Mercelia to cause untold damage. And his eyebrow cocks up, and you see a sort of his eye go wide, but he sort of keeps his cool. But you notice that, and he goes, "All we ask is for a large detachment of troops to be deployed if we need them, and that's all. It's more we wanted to let you know so that you could be ready, and if you wanted to claim victory and rise in the ranks of your own hierarchy." And he smiles at that.
Did you just pitch a tent?
Very well. When do you plan to make this attack? Do not wave your hand at me, Tiefling. You insolent whelp.
You should mind control them. Oh wait, they might be magical.
I know. I'm sitting here debating.
I will shoot him if it
No,
fails.
I'm looking
Yeah,
through
no,
my
we're ready.
spells
We
to
all
see
don't
if I
like
can
this guy.
detect magic or anything.
I mean, Eddie doesn't want to kill him after you're all done
I know.
doing your
Do
thing.
we
So
need him?
you can always come back for that
We don't
sweet,
need
sweet, juicy vengeance.
Do we care?
All he does is he
No.
writes the yes, go ahead for all the soldiers. That's what you need.
And when he's dead, someone else will.
But
so we'll just go
Vondas, I
contact
will
him.
say, Vondas has kept this on the level and has made him more malleable to suggestion. If you guys want to try to charisma him, if you guys want to try to
Jeff,
sway him.
charisma him. Oh, I want to do
Good
a
boy.
charisma check. What? Work with us. Wink.
Persuasion.
Actually, how would you talk to him to try to get him to actually help you? He was unsure of you. You guys are planning right now. You didn't bring a plan, so he's like, "What the fuck is this?" You guys know nothing about.
a plan.
You guys know
Good
nothing
plan.
about Dawn's Hold, so he's like, "You're gonna get crushed. What are you talking about? How are you persuading him? You have destroyed other cities. That goes a long way." He's like, "Fuck, that's pretty cool." And you have a titled Fae. That's why he's listening to you right now.
Well,
But you just need something to tip these scales, because he is a butthole.
I've done good work for you before that I've not been paid for. The least I ask is for you to assist us in this raid. You've seen we've been very successful in our previous raids without your army. You help us, you claim victory, you guys look like the warriors that you have been aspiring to be.
Looks at Vondas. Roll persuasion with advantage with Vondas.
That's a 12. That's a 10.
12 plus anything?
69.
I could maybe allow a detachment of 300, perhaps.
Oh, I do have it.
Do it! What?
Can I detect magic?
You want to detect magic?
Yeah. or
Yeah, there's
does
a
he?
bunch everywhere.
No, yeah, but does he have anything guarding him right now?
So, yes, he does. Now, here's the difference. You, I believe... Did you ever do this on Arthur before?
What?
Right.
Dominate him?
No.
No, I don't.
Well,
think she's
first of all,
detecting
you never tried to dominate Arthur.
No.
But have you ever used detect magic on Arthur?
I've never used detect magic before. It's from the
Okay.
Roxasha.
Don't worry. So you do it, and as you do, you kind of do you just do this out in the open, or are you trying to be stealthy?
Is it have components that are verbal or whatever?
Roll sleight of hand, because otherwise they're gonna see you casting a spell, and they're gonna be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? lady?"
Yeah, it's a verbal.
Just roll a sleight of hand.
Why are you talking to yourself?
15 plus 5, so 20.
That's
20,
good.
that's
So here's what you see. Yes, he does,
Mm.
but they're basic. It's to stop like low level charm spells and things like that. He isn't he is a duke. He's powerful,
Oh, yeah,
but he
yeah.
isn't like a fucking king of vampires.
Oh, okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah.
There are several kings in Vampiria and
Alright.
queens.
He's like
He is
a,
not one of them.
congresswoman of
So it's
vampires.
there, but yeah, you could. However, it also does look like he is very close to giving you what you want. If you just want to do you're really good at lying and persuading. You could just top them off. You know what I mean? Or you could fucking just try to dominate them.
I would like that.
Yeah, I don't want to top him off. I just want to dominate him.
Okay, then Astrid,
I
what
had a
do you
nipple.
do? What do you say in this moment? You snap your fingers. You see Astrid as it echoes through the chamber, and he rolls.
Are you ready to? Do you know what you have to beat?
What?
I'm witnessing this.
Go ahead, roll.
I will in 2 seconds. Hold on. We're going
One,
into D&D
two.
Beyond, and I'm pulling out
Time
Vampire,
expired.
and I'm seeing just how much wisdom they
That's a
get.
0.
Because I don't know if they get any wisdom.
They don't. They're stupid. They just suck blood for a living.
They're not stupid.
For a living.
I don't like
For a
vampires.
living, yeah.
Literally.
I'm beeping it.
Alright, let's say here's
Yeah, how much
How
wisdom?
much wisdom?
How much
there we go,
wisdom?
Vampire.
How much
How
wisdom?
much wisdom?
Plus two.
How much wisdom?
Just a plus two.
Oh,
Just
wow, you
two.
can be a lot more
Just
than
two.
that.
Yeah, right
How
out in
much
the
wisdom?
open.
Yeah, right it over where you can't lie.
What'd you get?
I can't even.
What did that say?
Ooh, 21.
Natural 19.
Oh, come the
Plus
fuck on.
Do it again. Do it again.
So you hit him, and he goes.
I just got a boner.
You hit him, and he goes. Did someone taste purple for a
12. 12 plus 2? Oh shit.
12?
You have to beat a 20, you motherfucker.
So you do you get anybody else while you get him? Because you can get one more person.
Yeah, Morgan. You got
What? Already would do anything for me.
Morgan gets plus nothing.
Plus nothing.
Oh, then it's impossible.
If you roll an at 20, it's not.
Morgan gets a plus 1.
You get 20.
Oh my god! Still gets controlled.
Tell Duke to kill him.
Yeah,
Because
plus
it's 20.
0.
I can't believe I rolled 2 19s. I'm gonna keep this.
Excuse me,
That's,
sorry.
that's weighted.
This die.
No, that.
My hand.
Weighted hand.
Hello. Oh, you get so excited when I sit down. As you whack both Morgan, like the right hand man, and the Duke.
The left hand man.
Now, because Morgan was the only other one in this room that would have been smart enough to be like, the fuck is going on? The guards are like, just looking.
We're both.
Vampires tend to keep very stupid underlings on purpose. They don't like
Stab
having
in the
creatures
back.
that are more powerful than them. They are cowardly and they are prideful.
Yeah,
So you, bam, have just
Yeah.
sniped
Tell me
both of
again
them.
how capable I am.
And you can see he blinks a few times.
We're all just
Fire in his eyes.
Come on.
love you.
And you can see his eyes grow wide as he looks at you and around you, kind of like up above you. And you know what he's seeing. Like, you know that he is seeing, like, the ghosts of titans and, like,
Oh, yeah, I
teeth and
forgot about
gnashing
that.
maws swirling around her. And he... I am sorry.
Yeah.
Give us everything.
Miss Astrid, what is there that I can do for you?
I don't know. What do we want?
I think that
all
we'll
of
call it
them now.
there. I think that's a great way to
What
call
did
it.
we want?
As Astrid stands before him in all of her glory, this roaring typhoon of madness around her, only visible by the vampires, and him kind of saying his apologies, and her going, I don't know, what do you want?
I'm not tired.
I forgot what I'm here for. And I think we will pick up with this
Very good.
next time.
Yeah.
I worked out with the street noise and stuff, I think.
Yeah, this was
It
good.
was a little creaky at times.
I
but
think if I have my table, you guys will be pushed up
Yeah.
a little bit more, and then I'll have more room so I could actually... I'm glad you guys didn't go to Dawn's Hold, because that's fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't do it right
Here
now.
comes the boofer. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for growing with us through our growing pains of trying to get a working
Yeah.
schedule.
Nobody's watching.
We got
That's
a
true.
couple dedicated fans. viewers,
At
whatever.
premieres, there's at least 10 to 15.
I
Yeah.
love 10 to 15.
And we love chatting with you guys and all that.
This is the map for the weekend.
Till next time.
He doesn't care anymore.